Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so here we go now, just moments away from kickoff taking place here for the AFC Championship game. We've got the Bengals, we've got the Chiefs in this one, and so let's see how this plays out. And so we've got Mike here. Mike says, JB, what's good with you, Mike? We've got Jeannie as well. What's good with you? And so that's right, getting ready for kickoff to take here in a couple seconds here. And so the Cincinnati Bengals will get the first offensive possession of this game. So we'll see how this game goes here. And obviously, those of you that did get to watch the NFC Championship game, we'll talk about that in a couple moments as well. But meanwhile, kickoff on the way, and let's get this one started. So the Bengals, they're going to return this kick. He's at the 10. 15, brought down at about the Cincinnati 19-yard line. So that is where the Bengals will take over offensively. Joe Burrow and company. I mean, they call it Burrowhead Stadium now. But he has been absolutely fantastic in these type of big games. And honestly, looking at him as a pro, looking at him in college, he has clutch in his genes. And he's got to be every bit of that today in this one here on the road. But let's see what the Bengals do starting off in this one. And so, Mike, what's good with you, Mike? What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, here we go for the Bengals. Shotgun here. Jamar Chase goes in motion. Got to know where he's at all times. They snap the ball. Quick pass there to Chase. He gets the first reception of the game. Picks up 3 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Bengals. 22-yard line in this one. Silas, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, meanwhile, I'll go ahead and get the poll started early in this one. But 2nd and 7 coming up for the Bengals. Going to line up in the shotgun again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Again, first offensive drive of the game. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Chiefs send 5. Bengals throw it over the middle. It's caught again. Jamar Chase. Already 2 passes, both to Chase. If you're the defense, you have to know where he's at, and you got to be able to prevent him from making plays. All right, so getting the poll question set up here. All right, poll question is now up, but here we go. Shotgun formation here, 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Burrow making offensive line adjustments here, 1st and 10. Takes the snap, looking, throws it over the middle again. That time it's tipped by the defense, and it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down coming up here, 2nd and 10. From the Cincinnati 31-yard line. Silas says Bengals. Let's see. Black says Bengals moving the ball early. And so that they are. And so, oh man, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let's see. Black says dangerous. And let's see. Old says, what's good, JB and everyone? Let's go Bengals. And so, hey, how about that? I'm definitely rooting for the Bengals myself here. So, but let's see how this plays out. All right, so here we go. Shotgun again. This time 2 backs next to Burrow. 3 receivers. They snap the ball. They're going to hand it to the back here on the draw. And so he picks up about 3 yards on the play. We got 3rd down coming up here. There is a defender that's down right now. And that's going to be Sneed. Let's see, Black says dangerous. But again, hoping that this turns out to be a great game. I'm sorry, that was a pickup of 6 yards by P. Ryan on the carry. So now we got 3rd and 4. Of course, they've got the injured player there. And you can see he made the tackle. And after the tackle, he's been down. So they're going to look at him, which means we're going to hit the commercial. And this is the first drive of the game. Let's see. Mike says, can't stand that snotty nose Burrow. Mike says, yo, ode. And so, but yes, how do you guys feel about how the NFC Championship game played out? What were your thoughts about that game? Obviously, I did not expect it to be that one-sided. I'm sure that there was a number of factors that played into that. But how do you guys feel about that NFC Championship game? Let's see. Black says, oh my gosh, he lowered his head on the tackle. Why would he do that? Mike says, what's good? I'm sorry, Old says, what's good, Mike? And says, dang, that's Kansas City best corner. And so, yeah, injuries have played a key role in the playoffs. They always do every year, but you hate to see these injuries happen. You just hate to see it. And so, Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you? He says, hey, JB, what's good with you? All right, and again, don't forget to cast your vote in terms of who you got winning this game. All right, let's see. Oh, it says 49ers got the Patriots treatment with those BS flags. And let's see. Braden says the Eagles rolled past the 49ers. And so, yes, Braden, you already know what that means. 80s is going to jump on at some point today. He's going to say that JB doubted them. He's going to say that where was I at? He's going to say the 49ers need an emergency quarterback, myself. And so I already know what 80s is going to say. I know he's gearing up for it. Carmichael, what's good with you, Carmichael? I know that you're happy about the 49ers performance out there. So I know that you're happy about that. But how are you? Let's see. Braden says, JB, did you see the Celtics versus Lakers game last night? Braden, can we not mention that? Can we not mention that game right there? It's painful to talk about and stuff like that. I had my hopes there, and to see it come down to official miscall and stuff like that, Braden, we just can't catch a break. Can't catch a break for nothing. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, it says 80's coming for you and me, JB. And so he's going to come for Braden as well. Somehow he'll find a way to include Braden in this as well. Let's see. Carmichael says you're really happy they lost. And so, oh, I know. But one thing I will say, I mean, we all got to see when Josh Johnson went in there, that offense is not just anybody step in there and keep it going at all. And so, Rock, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say go Eagles. What up, JB? And so, hey, I hear you're the reason why Philadelphia is out there greasing up the light poles so fans stop climbing them to celebrate and stuff like that after the victory that the Eagles had. But that was insane, though. Congratulations to the Eagles, though. That's going to be exciting to watch whoever they play out of these two teams. Meanwhile, there is let's see, a penalty right now. We'll see what the call is. Let's see. Mike says happy for the Eagles, but not overall game. Not a good product if the season this long. Need bigger rosters and more bye weeks. And so, Mike, I'm an advocate for adding more bye weeks. I don't know why they just won't go ahead and do that. Personally, I feel like they should include. I would like to see 3 bye weeks throughout the course of the season. Really, if that means we add one more game, then we make it 3 bye weeks throughout the course of the season. I'd like to see that, but we need to see something here. I mean, we had to see the Dolphins for Skylar Thompson and stuff like that at quarterback. Just so many different things. But here we go for the Bengals here, 3rd and 9. Burrow in the pocket. Shakes off one guy. Can't shake off the second guy, though. He's brought down for a sack. Loses 9 yards on the play. That's going to bring out the punt formation. 4th and 18 coming up from their own 23-yard line. And so let's see. Braden said the 49ers literally needed an emergency quarterback. You see, Braden, I was suiting up to go out there, but then my agent was like, don't do it. It ain't worth it. And so I was like, all right, bet. This game's already out of hand, so there's not much I could do to save them at that point, Braden. But just know I had my agent on the line. We were ready on this end. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, the Lakers got screwed. And so Rock says, LOL. Yes, let's see. Braden says that game did feel like a playoff game, though, and so it really did. But I hate the fact that we lost that. We're trying to build positive momentum here, and that was a huge blow right there. But meanwhile, for the Chiefs on the punt return from his own 25, not 30. 35 and brought down at the 36-yard line. So Kansas City, we'll get to see them offensively for the first time here on offense. And so the talk all throughout the week has been about Patrick Mahomes, his status. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is better than we anticipate health-wise. But Travis Kelce, that was a guy that that recently got injured and stuff like that. And so we'll see how this offense looks out there. But as you can see, Gray lining up there at tight end here for the Chiefs. Let's see how this plays out here for Kansas City offensively. Can they get the first points of the game? And how healthy will Kelsey be in this one? All right, they snap the ball, give it to the back, and the back off the left guard picks up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up. This team rallied last week against Jacksonville, in which obviously they knew that Mahomes was hurt, and so this team was able to step up. And even though he still kept playing, we know that he was playing with one leg last week, and so obviously he's got some time, and I'm sure they give him a lot of shots and stuff, so he should be good to go. We'll see just how good to go, but here we go. 2nd and 9, shotgun formation here. Kelsey goes in motion. They snap the ball, fake it to the back, looking in the pocket. Has time now. He dumps it off to the back. Got to make somebody miss. Goes near the sideline. Still, look at that footwork there. I mean, talk about running the ladder on that one. Picked up 16 yards. Impressive footwork on the play. In my best of days, I don't know if I could have done that, but that was impressive. Let's see. Brandon said, let's see. Carmichael says, JB, you should have started for the 49ers. I mean, hey, money talks. If they'd have sent the right price, I'd have been out there. I'd have been out there. I at least could have taken a snap from center. I could have done that part. They had the wrong Josh out there. All right, here we go. First and 10 right now. Ball is on the Bengals 46-yard line. They snap the ball. Mahomes throws it. It's caught by Kelsey. Kelsey rumbling all the way to the 30-yard line. That's a great sign there if you're Kansas City. The offense moving the ball all the way at the Bengals 30-yard line right now. So far, 3 plays, 34 yards. That's what you want to see right now if you're Kansas City. And you also saw in that play, they had Mahomes. He moved a little bit on the play as well. Just a little way to show us that he's going to be A-OK moving the ball in this one, at least when it comes to, bootlegs and stuff. So that's a great sign to see. And, hey, this is going to be an exciting game. An exciting game. All right, we got first down here. Again, first quarter of action here at 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first. Shotgun formation for Kansas City. All right, receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball. They give it to him. And so he's following his blockers. Picks up about 3 yards. That's Sky Moore there, the rookie receiver. Picked up 3 yards in the play. Now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Bengals 27-yard line. Let's see. Carmichael says it doesn't matter to him who wins this matchup. And so I got you. I would have thought, though, like, even though it doesn't matter, I would have thought that you would have leaned towards the Bengals losing just because they're in the same division. So, but I feel you there. All right, but here we go to the shotgun here. Gray goes in motion. They snap the ball. Gives it to the back on the draw. Up the middle. And he's going to pick up about a yard or two on the play, which is going to make it third down coming up here. 3rd and 5 from the Bengals 25-yard line. Again, a scoreless game so far in this one. This is the first offensive possession for the Kansas City Chiefs so far in this one. All right, substitutions being made. All right, so they got McKinnon in it, running back here for the Chiefs. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Shotgun formation for Kansas City. Trips at the top of the screen. Kelsey at the bottom of the formation. They snap the ball. Looking. Going to take a shot here. And, oh, what a catch. That's going to be a touchdown. Wait, they call it incomplete. Wow, all right. So they got this one right. I know in the Philly game earlier, they let Philly get away with one on 4th down, but they say we're not going to do the same thing 2 times in a row. So they say incomplete. And so let's see. Black says touchdown. Knowing Black's TV, he's probably ahead of mine. So let's look at the replay and let's see. Looking at the replay, can we determine for ourselves? I thought it was a catch at first glance. I need to see the angle from the other side to see. But from what I'm seeing a touchdown. I know they said incomplete, but I'm seeing touchdown. What are you guys thinking? Let's see. Fortnite, what's good with you? How are you? And you said Kansas City high. Let's see. Mike says Chiefs will win, but his receiver's garbage. And so, well, all that matters is winning. That's all that matters. Let's see. Carmichael says, JB, who would you rather have, Mac Jones or Kirk Cousins? And so I'll stick with Mac Jones. I feel like he showed enough in year 1 with a competent offensive coordinator. Year 2, I'm just going to throw that out of my mind. We've seen lots of times where quarterbacks, sometimes that 3rd year, 4th year, they'll step up. We know who Kirk is, but we'll find out who Mac is. So I'll just stick with what we got. Let's see. Black says it's a challenge. Hold on. And so, well, you have it there. We'll see when we come back from the commercial there. I think from the angles that I've seen, it looks to me like a touchdown. But what do you guys think from what you've seen on that play right there? Is it a catch or is it not? Let's see. Mike says nowhere near a catch. And so let's see. Rock says, I don't have CBS, so I'm listening. No idea if it's a touchdown. JB leaving me in the weights. No, right now they hit the commercial right now. And so right now it's ruled incomplete. We got 4th and 5 here if it stays this way from the Bengals 25-yard line. If it stays this way. But we'll have to wait till we get back from the commercial here. Let's see. Black says, oh, that's definitely not a touchdown. And so, okay, must have seen a better angle. I must have missed the angle there, but okay. Mike says nowhere near a catch. And so, all right. So, again, right now, at the commercial right now, let's see. Mike says clear drop. And so, well, if Mike says clear drop, Mike is our unofficial referee here. Mike says Bill O'Brien is the GOAT. And so Bill to save the day. But again, currently at the commercial right now, and they will determine for sure if it is or is not a catch or not. And if it's not, then Kansas City will have the opportunity to kick the field goal and get 3 points. Fortnite saying touchdown here, so I got one person that's agreeing with me here. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial here, so just waiting to get back to the action. And as soon as we return, I will let you know. All right, but let's see. Currently, right now, how the poll is shaking out. So we've got 9 votes in right now. 78% believe that Cincinnati will win this game. 22% believe that the Chiefs will win this game. I hear that Drake dropped like $1 million on Kansas City to win this game. So I know that Drake's a believer in Kansas City today. I wish I was at the point where I can just drop $1 million and it wouldn't mean anything. All right, so getting ready to return back to the action here, awaiting to hear from the officials here, but we are returning back to the field. Let's see. Rock says confirmation bias. The chat has me waiting. All right, so we are waiting here. All right, so here goes the officials. All right, so the call stands and it is incomplete. So the official word from the referee is that it is incomplete, no touchdown, which means a field goal attempt will be coming on for Kansas City. And so let's see. Braden says Drake cursed the Chiefs. Bengals will win. He says the curse of Drake. And so, okay, now looking at that replay, I can see the incompletion there. Okay, that's the angle I needed to see there. So it is incomplete, so that's going to bring out the field goal unit. All right, so we got the kicker here lining up, Harrison Bucker. And so let's see if he can convert on this one. Let's see, Black says, I'd never be at that point. 1 mil is a lot regardless of how rich you are. All right, so here we go. So the field goal is good. So Kansas City gets the first points of the game in the form of a field goal, and they take the lead 3-0 in this one. And when we come back, we'll get to see the Cincinnati Bengals with the offense for the second time in this game. Again, 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chiefs up 3-0. Fortnite says no. Carmichael says, I have a presentation for Romeo and Juliet project due Tuesday. And so how's that working out so far for you? How's that working out? All right, but again, we are right now awaiting to see the second offensive drive here for the Bengals, and let's see how they respond. But first quarter, 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Chiefs up 3-0 in this one. That drive is 7 plays, 39 yards, and 3 minutes and 21 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Kansas City's lining up here for the kickoff. All right, so here we go. Yep, so we've got the ball all teed up here, getting ready for the kickoff. All right, kickoff on the way. Let's see if the Bengals will return this. And they will. He gets it at about the 5. He's at the 15 now. 20, 25 before he's pushed out of bounds at about the Cincinnati 38-yard line. So they'll take over from their own 38-yard line, trailing in this one 3-0 early in this one. All right, let's see. Champagne, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? How are you doing? How are you doing? Let's see. Carmichael says, me and my friends have to act an act from the story. Let's see. Braden says, hope it's going well, Carmichael. Oh, it says this game could come down to a field goal. That it could. All right, here we go. Shotgun for the Bengals here. Second drive of the game for them offensively from their own 38-yard line. They snap the ball. It's going to be a draw, and they give the ball to Mixon off the right guard. He picks up 2 yards in the play. We got 2nd and 8 here from the Bengals 40-yard line in this one. Again, 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. And regarding the injury to Snead earlier, they are evaluating him for a head injury. So that was the injury. And as Black Medicine alluded to earlier on the tackle, he led with his head. So that explains the injury there. Something you do not do when it comes to tackling. But here we go out of the shotgun here for the Bengals. 2nd and 8. Chiefs send 5. Burrow in the pocket. Pressures all around him. And they bring him down for the sack. He's going to lose about 5 yards on the sack, which is going to make this 3rd and 13 coming up here from the Bengals 35-yard line. So Kansas City, their pass rush is getting to Burrow here. So Cincinnati got to be a little bit more effective here in finding a way to not let them just pin their ears back and go after Burrow like this. Got to give them more time. Let's see. Braden says Drake has spoken. Black says my elderly ninth grade teacher put on an old movie of Romeo and Juliet, which had a smashing scene in it. And bruh, they started. Let's see. When they started, she fell through some tables trying to turn it off. All right, here we go. 3rd and 13. Up, we have ourselves. Let's see. All right, so 3rd and 13 here, and that's going to be a penalty there. Delay the game on the offense there, so going to back up the Bengals 5 more yards. So as if the sack wasn't enough, now you tack on 5 more yards thanks to the delay of the game. And so now the Bengals are looking at 3rd and 18 from their own 30-yard line. 3rd and long, and the Chiefs pass rush has been showing up in this one. Let's see, Carmichael said, we get to bring swords and fight each other. And so, hey, bet. Braden says Chiefs getting pressure on Burrow already. All right, here we go. 3rd and 18 out of the shotgun. They snap the ball, and they get him again. Another sack. This time he lost 6 yards on the play. 4th down coming up, punt unit coming out. And so 4th and 24 is what we're looking at with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. So the first 2 drives for the Bengals have resulted in nothing so far because they cannot protect Joe Burrow. And this time the Chiefs are doing an excellent job just flat out. They're winning the matchups here. They're winning the matchups. You look at this. Right guard got beat so fast you would think he was tying his shoe from his stance because he just did not react at all. And so, I mean, at least try. At least try. All right, so we got the punt unit out here. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we're going to get a return here. It's taking a bounce inside the 30. Ball still rolling to about the 28-yard line. And so that is where Kansas City will take over offensively. They're already up 3-0 in this one, and they're going to look to add to that so far in this one. Let's see. Mike says, Madden says he thinks this is going to come down to the team with one more point with the victory. And let's see. Carmichael says Black Medicine. Mike says the Bills stink. All right, but again, we are currently right now at the commercial. And when we get back, it'll be Kansas City with the football again for their second offensive possession here in the first quarter. And they're up right now 3-0 here in the first with 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go. And so in the zone, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? How are you doing? Meanwhile, we've got 13 votes in and 77% believing in Cincinnati to advance to the Super Bowl. 23% right now thinking the Chiefs will be the team to advance. But what I am hoping for is that this turns out to be a good game for 4 quarters. That's what I'm hoping for. But again, we are currently at the commercial right now. And one thing that stands out for the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, he's 2 of 3 right now for 12 passing yards. But he's been sacked 3 times already. And so when you're getting sacked 3 times and you're still in the first quarter, that's going to at some point get into your head. Now, Joe Burrow is a guy that can bounce back, but you've got to give him time. He needs time. Every quarterback needs time to look. For Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, he's 3 of 4 for 35 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, hasn't been sacked in this one. And so, yeah, we'll see how that goes for the Chiefs. 4 yards rushing for Cincinnati so far, 8 yards on the ground. All right, let's see. In the zone says Kansas City got this, can't beat him 4 in a row. And so there you go. Mike says press the thumbs up button. Absolutely be sure to press the thumbs up button for sure. And if you're someone that's new and you want to join JB Nation, feel free to go ahead and subscribe as well. But again, still currently at the commercial right now. And first quarter, still 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first. see. And a big part of who's causing havoc right now on that Chiefs defensive line, Frank Clark. He's got you 1.5 sacks so far already in this one. That half sack he shared with Willie Gay, but Frank Clark is beating his man like a drum. I mean, that right guard is just getting beat, getting beat. Let's see. Old man says, and let us know who you got in this game and who's your favorite team or sport. Absolutely, yes. Let us know who your favorite team is. Even if they're not playing right now, still let us know who your favorite team is as well and your favorite sports. All right, but here we go for Kansas City here. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation from their own 33-yard line. Mahomes making adjustments on the offensive line. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back. They snap the ball. Mahomes in the pocket. He's moving around, looking, throws it short. It's caught by Gray, and Gray dives forward there, picks up a solid 4 or 5 yards on the play. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter of action. Again, Kansas City leading this one 3-0. Let's see. Braden says, where's 80s to tell me I made him drunk? And so, Braden, if my anticipation is right, we should see him towards the tail end of the third quarter or at some point of the fourth quarter. And believe me, he's going to say everything I mentioned earlier. But here we go. Out of the shotgun here. Multiple tight ends. They snap the ball. Mahomes throws it short. It's caught by the back. He's using the screen. And he's going to take it in the Chiefs territory, brought down at the at the Bengals territory, brought down at the 45-yard line there. And so Pacheco there with an 18-yard reception on the play. Let's see. Braden says JB's favorite sport is tennis. And so, Braden, I was actually going to save that for the next time they have one of those State Farm commercials and they talk about getting personal to get deals and stuff like that. I was going to save that part for that. Let's see. Old says, old man Frank is tired of hearing how messed up big he was off sides. And so, hey, you're right. You're right. But here we go. 1st and 10 here for Kansas City. Going to go 5 wide. They snap the ball. Quick pass there, and it's caught. And so Tooney again. Tooney was the intended receiver on the last drive in which, had he made that catch, it would have been a touchdown. But he gets a 9-yard completion here. So we got 2nd and 1 at the Bengals 36-yard line. Again, Kadarius Tooney was a guy when he was drafted, came in with high expectations. We know he's got speed to his game and that he's quick. And so Kansas City is trying to bring out that potential out of him. All right, so here we go. Shotgun again for Kansas City. 2nd and 1. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and the back, oh, he's met by the defensive line. Does not get any yards on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. And that was Jones on the carry. Let's see. Carmichael says, I was at Pizza Hut for like 6 hours today. 6 hours? How much pizza did you have? Let's see. Old says, JB, do you see Juju leaving Kansas City or taking a cheaper deal to stay? And so, honestly, I feel like he would want to stay. I could see him staying. I really do. All right, meanwhile, they snap the ball. Give it here to the receiver on the end around. He's met by the defender, but takes on the contact, picked up a yard or two. Now, there is a player that's currently down right now, lineman for the Chiefs. He's getting up slowly, okay, with the assistance of his teammate Humphrey there. All right, so he should be good. We'll continue to monitor that situation, though. And so what a solid hit, though. Let's see. Carmichael says he missed Juju on the Steelers. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, trips at the top of the formation. One receiver at the bottom. They snap the ball here, gives it to the back off the right side. That's McKinnon. Shakes off one guy, spins around, but he's going to be brought down. Lost about a yard on the play. And so 2nd and 11 coming up here from the Bengals 35-yard line. 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kansas City up in this one 3-0 over the Bengals, and they're trying to add to it. All right, so here we go. This time Mahomes going to be up under center. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball. Play fake. Mahomes looking. Throws it. And it's going to be completed. Oh, look at that play there. Look at that play. So Kelsey caught it at about the 20, so that would have been a pickup of about 15 yards there. But then he tried to pitch it backwards there to McKinnon, which counts as a fumble, but McKinnon recovered it there because there was nobody around him. But I see what they tried to do. They tried to use a trick play there. Not sure if that was by design or not, but yeah, definitely a fumble because it was backwards. Even though he caught that one and the ball hit the ground there, so that's why it is a first down for Kansas City. All right, here we go to the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. 2 seconds right now on the play clock. They snap the ball. Mahomes throws it over the middle, completed to McKinnon. And so he's brought down at the 9-yard line. So Kansas City, 9 yards away from the end zone. First and goal so far on this drive. 8 plays, 58 yards, in just under 5 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Braden says, interesting decision by Kelsey. Let's see. Oh, it says Kansas City also to have to pay number 17. I can't remember his name. And so, yeah, Hardman, absolutely. A lot of decisions to be paid. I said a lot of decisions to be paid. A lot of decisions to be made so far in this one. But here we go. Patrick Mahomes has hit 6 different receivers in this one. He is 8 of 9 for 92 yards. But here we go. Shotgun. Hardman goes in motion. They snap the ball. Looking. Underhand pass, which he's done so many times. Ooh, that was dangerous. The running back there, just dropped the ball and nearly an opportunity to be picked off there, but incomplete. Second and goal coming up here from the Cincinnati 9-yard line. Mike says Mahomes the best. And again, I mean, the ball basically hit the man in the face mask, shoulder, chest, all that. 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Now, Cincinnati has not allowed a first quarter touchdown in the previous 12 games. Could Kansas City break that? Mahomes up under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Hardman goes in motion. They snap the ball. Gives it to the back. Pacheco off the left guard. Fighting in the end zone. He's going to get there for a Kansas City touchdown. Made it look easy. Made it look easy. But let's not celebrate too much now because the referees decide they're going to take this one away. They call a holding call. They call a holding call, and these officials today, they are trying to do their best to get the game trophy. Wow. All right, let's look at the replay here. Let's see what he did. Yeah. Yeah, got that arm around. Yeah, they got him for it. They got him. They got him. All right, so thanks to the penalty, negate the touchdown there. No touchdown. Backs him up to about the 19-yard line. So now they're 19 yards away from the end zone. Kelsey goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. Wanted to do a quick pass, but loafs it up there and, out of bounds. Out of bounds, incomplete. No receiver was near that, but Eli Apple was the only person on this planet close to that pass. Let's see. Mike says Bills give 0 effort. Bengals are not who we think they are. Rock says, wow. Let's see. Carmichael says, finally, Purdy loses. You was happy, even though he got hurt. Ouch. Ouch, Carmichael. Ouch. All right, here we go. Third and goal. 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. With the Chiefs up 3-0. With 2 seconds right now on the play clock, Kansas City will call a timeout here. So we are going to call the timeout. Carmichael says, fly, Eagles, fly. All right, so with 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play, and so Kansas City lost that touchdown thanks to the holding penalty, and now they're facing third and long, 3rd and 19 on a drive that's been 10 plays, 48 yards, 5 minutes and 44 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock in this one. And so can they make a play here, or will they settle for another field goal? You don't want to get too many field goals here and leave an opportunity for Joe Burrow to get things going here. But with 3rd and long, you just got to make sure you don't turn over the ball first and foremost. Let's see. Braden says Carmichael not a fan of Dirty Purdy. Dirty Purdy. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal. All right, out of the shotgun here, you've got two receivers at the top of the screen here, two tight ends near the bottom. Shotgun here. They snap the ball. Bengals sending a delayed guy up the middle. Mahomes throws it. It's going to be completed. And so Kelsey can take it all the way to the 6 yard line there. Fourth down coming up here. 4th and 6. Great effort there. He did look like he wanted to pitch it again, but I think he learned from the first time not to do it. But there you go. Fourth down coming up, so that should bring out the field goal unit. Let's see. Carmichael says, no, I ain't Braden. You said, I am an Eagles fan for the Super Bowl. And so, gotcha. All right, but that did take us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Kansas City leads this one 3-0. And when we come back, Kansas City will be faced with an opportunity for a short field goal to try to increase this lead. All right, let's see. Braden says, remember the Bengals had to come back in last year's AFC Championship game? And so, you know what? You're right. Absolutely. I mean, the fact that their defense right now is holding Kansas City to field goals and these opportunities in which Kansas City has had opportunities to get some touchdowns but having to settle for field goals, that's huge. Let's see. Old says Kelsey's an animal. If Kansas City don't have him, they wouldn't be doing anything. And so, yes, you need a guy. You need a guy like that. When the play breaks down, you have to have someone like that. Boy, do I wish that our team had someone like that. But absolutely. But again, we are currently at the commercial right now because it's the end of the first quarter. Let's see. Braden says, JB, is Kelsey better than Gronk? I mean, if you mean right now, in terms of like currently right now, yes. If you're talking all time, though, I mean, my man Kelsey, he's great and stuff like that. I'm almost willing to give it to him, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. JB will let you know when I pass the torch. But I'm getting ready for it. You know, I'm preparing the speech and everything for it to happen. I think it's just a matter of time, honestly. Like, I really feel like it's a matter of time and longevity at that point, but I can't give the torch to him just yet. Let's see. Carmichael says if the Chiefs didn't have Mahomes, they wouldn't even be contenders. And so, oh, you're right about that. You're right about that. You're right about that. But you know what? There's one thing about sports we can all agree upon. The great players, they need someone great. I mean, Joe Montana needs a Jerry Rice. Tom Brady needs a Gronk, a Randy Moss, Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark. Every great player needs someone great. They need good coaches. They need teammates. Even the great Michael Jordan himself, you know, like he needed help to get past the Pistons and stuff like that. Like no great player can do it by himself. So there you go. All right, let's see. Old says that Prime Gronk is the GOAT of tight ends, but Kelsey would definitely be number two. Let's see. Braden says, can't wait for that speech. And so, well, you may have to wait a couple seasons now, but I'll let you know when we get to that point. I will let you know. But if anybody can do it, Kelsey can do it. Let's see. Carmichael says Big Ben and Hines Ward. And so that's right. Hines Ward, AB, Santonio Holmes. All right, so here we go. Getting ready for the field goal attempt here to get things started for the second quarter. This is a 24-yard field goal attempt. So this should be an easy field goal here. Again, this is Kansas City here. If he makes this, it'll be a 6-0 game. Kick is up, right down the middle. It is good. All right, 6-0 is the score right now with Kansas City leading 6-0 over the Bengals. Let's see, Carmichael says JB top 5 tight ends of all time. And so, yeah, give JB 1 minute. JB's got to think about that one. And so I'll probably come back to that one at halftime. Let's see. Old says Gronk did what Kelsey can't or doesn't want to, and that's block. And so, yeah, Gronk did a lot. Now, he did a lot. Believe me, he did a lot. Absolutely. You cannot forget Prime Gronk for sure. Because I got to think of the order or just the top 5 tight ends in general. All right, meanwhile, let's see. We've got 13 votes in, and so the Bengals right now are leading the poll at 77%, but the Chiefs are winning this game 6-0 in the early stages of the second quarter, and we are at the commercial again, and when we come back, the Chiefs will be kicking things off to the Bengals, and we'll see if the second quarter is when the Bengals get things going offensively. Let's see. Carmichael says, JB, you are a top five player of all time. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. But that is a great question there. A great question. All right, so basically, if I had to go, like, I'm not gonna go in terms of like one, two, three, four, five, but in terms of like top tight ends, top five for JB, obviously Gronk, obviously Kelsey. Those are the easy ones. I'm gonna include a guy like Tony Gonzalez in there as well. So Tony Gonzalez. I would include like towards that back end a guy like a Shannon Sharp, and also I would probably throw in Antonio Gates, and so I'd probably throw him in there as well. All right, let's see. Ode says he's got Gronk, Kelsey, Sharp, Tony, and Winslow. And so I did give consideration to Winslow as well there. And so if I was putting top six, definitely would have included him up there. Let's see. Rock says Gronk had four 1,000 yard seasons. Kelsey has seven in a row. Yardage rise, it isn't close. Yards aren't everything, but. And so, yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Yards aren't everything. You're right about that. And so sometimes it's just about the impact, like a guy like Gronk, because obviously prior to this year, Kansas City, you also had Tyreek Hill to look out for and stuff like that. And a couple of times there, I know Julian Edelman was great, but from, like stretching the field downfield and stuff like that, everybody knew the Patriots kept things short. So everybody wanted to double Gronk as much as they could. And plus Gronk also, just keeping that man healthy was was very important also. But both players are absolutely great. Absolutely great. And we see it all the time where, like if you're rooting for either, whether it be Michael Jordan, the GOAT, LeBron James, whoever you root for, just because one is considered the best does not mean that it takes anything away from the other player as well. But great takes and great points also. You cannot argue with stats. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. Let's see. Rock says, and seven in a row, Kelsey's a monster. And with Mahomes as his quarterback, it's not over for him. And he's going to be the GOAT at tight end. And you say you're not a Chiefs fan. And so, yeah. That's why I say it's a matter of time, honestly. A matter of time. But I'm not going to give it to him just yet. But it's just a matter of time. All right, let's see. Ode says Prime Gronk was unstoppable. No one could stop him. All right, they snapped the ball. Quick pass to Jamar Chase. And so Chase is going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. We got second down coming up here. Ball at about the Cincinnati 33-yard line here. And again, the score right now, Kansas City up 6-0. And so, Kenneth, what's good with you? What's good with you? And you say, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight so far? I am doing great. And as long as this game stays close, I'll continue to do great. I just want to see a good game in this one. But how are you doing? Meanwhile, second and two, Burrow up under center. Hurst goes in motion. They're going to toss the ball to Mixon on the left side. He cuts up. And so it's going to be close to the first down marker there, but I think he's short by about a yard. And so, yeah, they're going to mark him a yard shy here. Third down coming up. 3rd and 1. And so it would not be a bad idea at all to get Joe Mixon more heavily involved here offensively and just get him going, him and P. Ryan in that backfield. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 1 coming up. I'm looking at the offensive line here. Burrow up under center. Got a fullback in the backfield. Chase goes in motion. They snap the ball. Gives it to P. Ryan. P. Ryan picks up the first down, and he's going to get brought down after picking up about a good 5 yards on the carry. So we got a first down here for the Bengals. Here in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 25 seconds to go with the Chiefs up 6-0. All right, let's see. Rock says, Gronk definitely was my favorite fantasy football tight end of all time, LOL. Right, let's see. Braden says Gronk and Tom were unstoppable in the red zone. Let's see. Rock says, I'd trade up big to get him until Kelsey hit the radar. All right, here we go. Burrow takes a snap from up under center, play fake, throws it short, caught. And he's running, and he trips, but gets the first down, picked up about a good 10, 11 yards on the play. And so the big guy, too heavy for his feet there, Will Cox, picked up 10 yards on that play and a first down. So now we got 1st and 10 right now from the Bengals' 49-yard line. So Cincinnati here. Midfield just about, and let's see if they can turn this drive into points. Let's see, Kenneth says we all doing well. Great, great. Let's see, Braden says Bengals getting the ball out quicker. Smart play calling. All right, here we go. Shotgun, three receivers, one tight end, one back to back is P. Ryan. They snap the ball. Burrow in the pocket, looking. Now he's moving around. He held the ball too long. He's brought down for another sack. And this time it's Karlaftis with the sack. The rookie out of Purdue. So we got second down coming up here. 2nd and 14 coming up. Now that time the offensive line gave him some time. I would have liked if he would have looked in the direction of P. Ryan out the backfield and just try to dump it off, avoid taking any more sacks in this one. I mean, my lineman did his best. You can only dance for a person for so long. But, man. Let's see, Mike says Karlaftis GOAT. Let's see, Kenneth says CBS NFL poster. Braden says 4 sacks now. Wow, absolutely. All right, they take the snap out of the shotgun. Burrow throws it, and oh man, it hit P. Ryan right there in the stomach, but he wasn't looking for it. And even if he was, I don't think he could have did anything with it. The defender was right there on his hip. So third down coming up here, 3rd and long. So you know what that means. Kansas City defensive linemen are going to be coming after him there, but that time he just threw the ball quickly and wanted it out of his hands. That's what happens when you get sacked a lot. That's exactly what happens. So we got 3rd and 14 here. Ball is at the Bengals 45-yard line. So far in third downs today, they are 1 of 3. 6 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. Burrow looking, throws it, taking a shot, and it's going to be completed to Tyler Boyd and a first down. Picked up 16 yards. Needed 13. He got you 16. Let's see, Carmichael says, y'all want to know a tight end better than Gronk? It's LeBron James. Let's see, Rock says, LOL, Carmichael, I heard Bron has all the attributes. Braden says, nice catch by Boyd. And so, yes. And so, big time play. Mike says, Boyd, Chase, and Higgins is cheating. Hurts pretty good tight end. All right, here we go. All right, so we've got ourselves 2 receivers. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. And Burrow just threw it near the feet of P. Ryan there. Just wanted to get that ball out, get the incompletion there. And so clearly, I mean, you can tell Burrow is thinking every snap that he takes now, he's thinking, I just got to throw this ball sometimes, take the incompletion rather than take the sack. I mean, he wants to hold on to the ball longer. He would like to, but the offensive line, they're not helping him that much. But yeah, Mike, and let's not forget the 2 backs that they also got between Mixon and P. Ryan. All right, so here we go. Joe Burrow right now, he's 5 of 8 for 46 yards in this game, sacked again 4 times. Here we go, out of the shotgun. They snap the ball. Burrow looking, throws it. And so he gets a completion. It's again Boyd, and he takes it all the way to the 15-yard line. So Tyler Boyd stepping up big time here on this drive for Cincinnati. Now he's going to go to the sideline on this play here. What they got a 1st and 10 right now from the Chiefs. 15-yard line so far on this drive. 9 plays, 60 yards, and just over 4 minutes in terms of time of possession off the clock. That's how you put together a drive in the AFC Championship game. Let's see. Braden says, Boyd with another big catch. Carmichael says, JB, what team will have the next turnover? And so, man, you put me on a spot there, Carmichael. Put me on a spot there. If it does happen, though, I don't know. Probably the Bengals at some point, I'd imagine. All right, they snap the ball, give to Joe Mixon. And Mixon met by the defensive lineman there in the backfield. And that's Jones right there. That's the reason why he makes the big bucks. The big bucks. Let's see, Mike says, poll, who would you draft now, Burrow or Allen? And so I'm pretty sure right now that poll would lean heavily towards Burrow right now. I am pretty sure. But matter of fact, remind me a little bit closer at halftime so we can get a couple more votes in right now for who will win this game. And then we'll switch and put that question up at halftime. So just remind me at halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd and 13. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. Throws it. It's completed to Hurst. And so Hurst going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. All right, here we go. 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 7. Ball right now at the Kansas City 12-yard line. Again, 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go here before the half. And Kansas City leads this one 6-0. But Cincinnati trying to get their first points. Let's see. Carmichael said he'll go with Kenny Pickett. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. Shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. Big third down. Let's see if the Chiefs can generate pressure here. They snap the ball. Looking. Throws it. In the back of the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. So 4th down coming up. So no touchdown here. So Cincinnati will have an opportunity here to bring out their field goal unit for the first time today and see if they can get their first points of the game. Let's see. Mike says you got to admit that jerk Burrow got fantastic arm. All right, so this is going to bring out the field goal unit here for Cincinnati to get their first points of the game. Evan McPherson. All right, so everything's lined up here. All right, they snap the ball, and the field goal is good. All right, so that's going to make the score Kansas City 6, Cincinnati 3. Their best drive so far of the game for Cincinnati. Here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Let's see. Carmichael says that Najee's going to run for 3,000 yards next season. All right, with 19 votes in, 79% believe that the Bengals will win this game. 21% believe in the Kansas City Chiefs. And so when we come back from the commercial, we will let you know. But right now we are at the commercial with the score difference being 3 points here in the battle of the kickers so far in the first half. So with all this offensive powerhouses that we see on the field right now, it comes down to so far in this one, field goals so far in this one for both teams. So we'll look to see who's going to score the first touchdown in this game. But right now, defenses are getting after it. Let's see. Old says, dang, I think whoever scores the first touchdown will win this. And so we will see. But right now, 6-3 is the score. And let's take a look real quick at both quarterbacks. So Patrick Mahomes, will start with him this time. 9 of 12 out there on the field for 104 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Has not been sacked so far in this one. And then you look for Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, 7 of 11 for 76 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. But sacked 4 times in this one. Now, the ground game for both teams really hasn't been there so far in this one. Cincinnati just 12 yards rushing. P. Ryan's responsible for 11 of those. And for the Chiefs, a total of 5 yards on the ground. And Pacheco's got 4 of those 5 yards so far in this one. So neither team able to run the ball. So I feel like whoever can try to establish some type of ground game to complement their pass game will be better off for it and may end up winning if they can establish a ground game. But so far, defenses are getting after it. Let's see. Carmichael says, I am calling it AFC playoffs next year. 1 Chiefs, 2 Bengals, 3 Bills, 4 Jags, 5 Chargers, 6 Steelers, 7 Broncos. And so, okay. Let's see. Mike says, I think Mahomes' best quarterback right now in the NFL. And so, absolutely. Because every year they're always up there in contention. And then he's already won a Super Bowl. He's still extremely young. And so, absolutely. I mean, the fact that he lost Tyreek Hill and probably got even better without Tyreek, that speaks volumes. Speaks volumes. All right, let's see. Mike says Fields could be competition. All right, so here we go. Getting ready to return back to the action here. Getting ready for kickoff here. Cincinnati will kick the ball off. Right now they're getting lined up. All right, we will see if we'll get a return or not here for the Chiefs. All right, kickoff on the way. And we will get no return on this one, so they will take over from their own 25-yard line. All right, so Patrick Mahomes and company. Let's see what they got in store for us on this drive here. Again, who will get the first touchdown in this one? All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun, snaps the ball, gives it to Pacheco, and so he's following his blockers. That time the offensive line got a good push that time, picked up 5 yards on the ground. You need more of that. In a game that's very defensive like that, and you know that both teams' pass rushes are trying to get after it, you got to be able to run the ball. Now, Kadarius Tooney, he did hurt his ankle earlier. I saw when he went to the sideline earlier. That's when he hurt his ankle, and so he's listed as questionable to return. Let's see. Carmichael says NFC playoffs. You've got 1 the Eagles, 2 the Vikings, 3 the 49ers, 4 the Panthers, 5 Cowboys, 6 Lions, 7 Rams. All right, they snap the ball, throws it. It's completed there to Juju Smith-Schuster, who gets pushed out of bounds, but he picks up 7 yards and a first down. All right, so 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first half of play that's remaining. All right, so here we go. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Shotgun here for Kansas City. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. Mahomes looking, pump fakes. He's moving now. Throws it on the move, gets it completed there, and then the receiver goes out of bounds. MVS with the reception. Picked up 11 yards on the play. Took it to the Kansas City 48-yard line with 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go before the half. Let's see. Carmichael says Bucks miss with no Tom Brady, and that's if Tom retires. So you think the only way he leaves is if he retires? All right, so here we go out of the shotgun. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Snap the ball. Mahomes looking, taking a shot, and oh, it's going to be completed to MVS again. Big time play. He picked up 29 yards, taking it all the way to the Cincinnati 23-yard line. Big time play on the deep ball there. I mean, nice throw, but even nicer catch that time. He did have to adjust himself there, but that's what big time players do. Excellent catch. Let's see. Braden says yes. MVS. Mike says Brady to the Raiders. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun here for the Chiefs. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball. Gives it to the back up the middle. And McKinnon fighting forward. Takes it all the way to the Cincinnati 19-yard line. This can be a pickup of 4 yards on the carry. Now we're looking at 2nd and 6 right now from the Cincinnati 19-yard line. So far, 5 plays, 56 yards, and over 2 minutes and 35 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock on this drive. And so the Chiefs, they really want that first touchdown. They get that first touchdown, this crowd is going to erupt. Let's see. Carmichael says, I was biased picking the Steelers at 6. And so I don't think it's all that biased, Carmichael. I mean, if they can develop and take that next step, I think that's a pretty realistic goal. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. They snap the ball, gives it there to Hardman. And so Hardman trying to find and use his blockers there. He's going to be brought down about a yard shy, but he did pick up 5 yards on the end around. So now 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 1 from the Bengals 14-yard line. Again, 6 plays in this drive, 61 yards, and over 3 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. And we've got about 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. And just a reminder, Kansas City with 1 timeout, Cincinnati with all 3 timeouts. All right, let's see. Braden says, I don't see the Packers on there, Carmichael. I didn't see the Patriots either. You know, I figured he just made a mistake. All right, here we go. Mahomes under center. Play fake. Looking. And he's going to get brought down by the ankle there. He got back to the line of scrimmage, though. So 4th down coming up. It's going to go down as a sack, but he didn't lose any yards on that play. So 4th down coming up. 4th and 1. What are we going to do, Andy Reid? Are we going to take the field goal and 3 points, or are we going to go for it? This is Andy Reid we're talking about. We know we're going to go for it here, but let's see. All right, so Mahomes still out there in the field. Let's see. Carmichael said, I think the Broncos do good with Sean Payton as their coach. Sorry, Braden. I don't know if Hall make it without Rodgers. All right, so here we go. 4th and 1. All right, so they're going to call a timeout here. Interesting decision here to call a timeout. That's their 3rd and final timeout of this half. Again, 3 minutes and 59 seconds left to go here before the half. So 4th and 1 coming up. They want to make sure they discuss this play. Again, they need 1 yard for the first down. They need 14 yards for the touchdown. Let's see, Carmichael says, if Rodgers is still on the team, y'all get 7. Let's see, Carmichael says, JB, I thought about the pass, but y'all have kind of a harder schedule than the Steelers. Let's see, Braden says, no unbelief in Jordan Love. I see how it is. And so no love for Jordan Love. No love for Jordan. But again, a timeout was called, so we're not missing any action right now. The score still Chiefs 6, Bengals 3 right now. But Kansas City going for it on 4th and 1. So this is big for both teams here. Big for both teams. If you're Cincinnati and you can get a stop, that's a big opportunity. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, you get the first down. That increases your odds of being able to get the first touchdown in the game, which in a game like this is extremely huge. Let's see, Mike says 80s with George quarterback last night. Georgia quarterback last night. So they snap the ball here on 4th and 1. Mahomes on the move, looking, throws it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mahomes to guess who? Travis Kelce. That's right. If you're in jail and you've got one call to make and you're in the Chiefs, you're going to call Travis Kelce. He'll find a way to make the play. That's a touchdown. That's his 15th career postseason receiving touchdown and a third this season. And right now, the Bengals defense just looking around like, what the heck happened? That time, Mahomes, it was there. Now, he could have threw it short and just picked up the first, but why throw it short when you know your man Kelsey's out there one-on-one against a guy that can't guard him? All right, so here we go. The extra point attempt coming up here for Kansas City. Extra point is good. That's going to make it 13-3. Now, this second quarter, with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go, the Bengals do have all 3 timeouts to work with, plus a 2-minute warning, so plenty of time on their end. But for Kansas City, they get the first touchdown of the game, and they're in control of this one, 13-3. Let's see, Mike says, ha ha ha, is Burrow going to cry? Carmichael says, no love or no belief. Let's see, Braden says, Travis Kelce just tied Rob Gronkowski for postseason touchdowns. Time to say your speech, JB. And so it is not coming out anytime today. I'm sorry, it's not coming out today. It is not. And let's see. It is not time today. But that was a big time play. So let's see what Burrow and company can do to respond. Let's see, Braden says, okay, Carmichael. All right, but again, we are currently right now at the commercial here. But that touchdown drive was 8 plays, 75 yards, and 4 minutes and 43 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock there for Kansas City on that touchdown drive. Let's see. Braden says, okay, Carmichael. And he says, no. Mike says, this is JB Kelsey GOAT. Let's see. Carmichael said, I do believe that Trey Lance started and does good. And so, good old Trey Lance. 49ers got some decisions to make in the offseason. They need to find a way to keep all quarterbacks. The injury bug loves San Francisco. They love San Francisco more than any team. They will constantly, 49ers, you got to have about 4 or 5 people there that can start at each position because injuries just happen all the time for that team. All right, let's see. Fortnite says, go Kansas City. All right, so we're about to return here, and Kansas City will be kicking things off. So we'll see what the Bengals can do offensively. And last time out there, the Bengals had their best offensive drive, so things are starting to click. Let's see if that can continue. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. All right, this all lined up. All right, kick is on the way. We will see if we get a return here or not. All right, no return here, so Cincinnati will take over from their own 25-yard line. They find themselves trailing 13-3. All right, so here we go. First and 10 out of the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Mixon goes in motion. They snap the ball. Burrow's looking. Throws it to Mixon. He catches it. Got to make somebody miss. Takes on the contact. Picks up about 6 yards on the play. Second down coming up here. Second and 4. Ball from the Cincinnati 31-yard line. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. Let's see. Mike says punch football. And again, 20 votes in and 75% believe in Cincinnati. All right, here we go. All right, so we got two receivers, one tight end, and two backs. Shotgun formation. I'm sorry, they had Chase line up in the backfield. He went in motion. They give it to Mixon, though, and Mixon picks up about 2 yards in the play. So now, third and short coming up. 3rd and 2 right now from the Cincinnati 33-yard line. They're going to send Mixon to the bench and bring in P. Ryan. Mike says, sack Burrow, please. All right, so with Boyd on the sideline, Mixon on the sideline. Let's see, 3rd and 2 here for the Bengals. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers, one tight end, one back. 5 seconds on the play clock. They snap it. Chiefs in 4. Burrow looking, throws it, and it's picked off. It's picked off. It is picked off. Oh, this is not good for Cincinnati. This is where on the Madden game where the camera starts to move and starts to shake and stuff like that, because now you're down 2 scores and you just threw a pick. He was trying to throw it to T. Higgins there. Not the right read there. Excellent job, though, by the safety there. I mean, he read that one wonderfully. And so, big time play. Let's see. Braden said JB called it. Bengals had the first turnover. And so, yeah, that's I guess I just guessed correctly on that one. Let's see. Braden says, remember, though, the Chiefs were up 21-3 in last year's AFC Championship game. And so, well, believe me, they remember it. They remember it also. But plenty of football to be played, though. Plenty of football to be played. But yeah, after that interception, though, so when we come back, it'll be the Chiefs with the football with an opportunity to add to their lead. They're already up 13-3 here, and everything right now is just working out for Kansas City. They're applying pressure to Joe Burrow. They got to him 4 times already, and now they're winning the turnover battle out there. So Kansas City's just putting in work. But the Bengals are leading this poll in terms of who's going to advance to the Super Bowl. 15 of 20 people believe that Cincinnati would be the team to advance. Can't believe that January's almost done already. All right, let's see. Mike says we love Chiefs. Are you guys excited about the Pro Bowl that'll be coming up? Man, I can't believe the NFL season is almost done. Like, we literally got the Super Bowl in terms of the next game, and so that's crazy. Let's see. Braden says Kellen Moore just got fired, and so really, really, oh wow. Let's see. Mike says not watching flag football. I don't blame you, Mike. I don't blame you. We tried that last year, and it was terrible, absolutely terrible. So JB's not doing that again this year. Nah, not happening. All right, here we go to the shotgun. Mahomes with it. Throws it. Incomplete. 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 That time he felt the rush coming there, so just threw it incomplete. So here we go. Second down coming up here. Second and 10. Let's see. Mike says bench Burrow. Mike says XFL versus USFL. Mike says Frank Wright best coach. And so we're gonna see what he can do down there in Carolina. We will see. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun here. Kelsey goes in motion. It's going to be 5 wide here for Kansas City. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. They snap the ball. Bengals send 4. Quick pass and incomplete. Incomplete with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here before halftime. So with 3rd down coming up here, if you're the Bengals, you got an opportunity to get a stop. Obviously, you got all 3 timeouts here, 2-minute warning, all that stuff. So if you're Cincinnati, you have to get a stop. I feel like right now in the first half, just to try to get something positive before halftime. Let's see. Mike says you called the game, JB, and so I called it last year for the Pro Bowl. Well, what we can call the Pro Bowl, and that two-hand touch thing was terrible. So yeah, absolutely not. All right, here we go. Mahomes throwing it. Incomplete. Incomplete. So 4th down coming up with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Chiefs will punt the ball to the Bengals. Let's see. Braden says, honestly looking forward to it. I think it'll definitely be more entertaining than the old format. Let's see. Mike says, Colts fan said he stinks. Um, well, you can ask Mr. JB about that one, Mike. Let's see. Old says Bengals really going to make me root for the Eagles. All right, here we go. Punts on the way. High punt. Trying to pin him deep. And bounces out of bounds there. Out of bounds. Let's see what they're marking out of bounds at. Looks like at about the 4-yard line. So with 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here, Cincinnati would have to go to course of 96 yards if they want to score a touchdown. Let's see. Brandon says that you were the only one in the chat for that one, and so it was tough. It was tough, Braden. It was tough to get through. It was. But I do have my stream set up for tomorrow and for Tuesday for college basketball. So for Monday and for Tuesday, I do have those streams already set up. All right, so we got the shotgun for the Bengals. They snap the ball, give it to Mixon, and Joe Mixon's going to take us to the 2-minute mark, picks up 2 yards on the carry. So we have a minute 59 seconds left to go before halftime here. Chiefs up 13-3. Let's see. Mike says I would have stuck with Wilkes. Mike says seriously want to know Mr. JB thoughts on Wright, and so honestly, I think Mr. JB was more upset with Matt Ryan this season. I mean, I feel like Frank Wright can really coach and stuff like that. It's just the roster just fell apart. Like when you brought in Matt Ryan just did not fit for whatever they were trying to do, and so it just didn't work out. Didn't work out. But that being said, I would have also stuck with Wilkes also. It would have been great for Carolina because the players were rallying around him. And when you have a team that's trying to change the culture to a winning culture, what's more important is getting someone who the players are going to respond to as opposed to an X and O's type of guy, you know? Let's see. Braden says, saw that, looking forward to it. And so, absolutely, absolutely. Now, after Tuesday's stream, I'm not sure if the next stream after that will be next week Saturday, but if not, then it'll probably be the following week Saturday because I have some work-related stuff that'll keep me busy all of next week and stuff like that. I'll have to physically travel to another state and stuff like that, so it'll be a company-wide type of thing. So it'll take about 4 days of the week. Let's see. Mike says no luck, no luck. Mike says Ice retired, and so we'll see what he chooses to do, honestly. Because I mean, if you do draft a quarterback and stuff like that, then maybe depending on which quarterback you draft, maybe you still have Matt Ryan just start off the season until a couple games in, and then you swap it over. I don't know. Matt Ryan, he can be a good mentor. He can be a good mentor. And again, we are at the commercial because of the 2-minute warning, but it is 2nd and 8 for the Bengals from their own 7-yard line. Let's see, Mike says the key to coaching is keeping these players making tens of millions motivated. The Bills players wanted to go to the mansion. But you're right about that. You're right about that. I read somewhere that in an article that Nick Saban basically turned down two recruits. One was a big time cornerback. The other one, I can't remember what position he was, but the guy was asking for an NIL for about 500,000, and also that the school would accept his girlfriend into their law program and also basically pay for her law program. And I'm like, bruh, this is insane. Nick's here to coach football, not to pay your girlfriend's law school stuff. Meanwhile, Burrow completes it there to the tight end, and that's going to be a pickup of about a good 6 yards on the play. So we got third down coming up here, 3rd and 2 from the Cincinnati 13-yard line. Let's see, Brandon says, are you planning to stream the Super Bowl? And so, yes, I am planning to stream the Super Bowl, and I'm thankful that it does come on the week that it does. And so I should be able to get the Super Bowl in there. Most definitely, most definitely. So yeah, so if anything, it'll just probably be 1 week of college basketball in which I'll miss, but it will not impact the Super Bowl. All right, but we go 3rd and 2 out of the shotgun. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back. They snap the ball. Burrow looking. Burrow avoids the first guy. He's on the move. He throws it across the middle, and it's picked off again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now let's wait a minute here. Let's wait a minute. There is a penalty here, so maybe this might just bail out Cincinnati here. So let's see. All right, so defensive pass interference is the call. So therefore, that's going to go against Brian Cook, the safety for Kansas City. So that's going to negate the interception that they had, and I'm thankful of that. Oh yeah, he got there before the ball got there. Absolutely, absolutely. Nah, that wasn't close, fam. He got there early. All right, so here we go. After the penalty right now, restoring the ball with Cincinnati, and they have it right now at their own 34-yard line here with a minute and 44 seconds to go in all three timeouts. Let's see what they do. Chiefs showing pressure here. They snap the ball out of the shotgun. Throws it short to P. Ryan. P. Ryan. He is going to get brought down at about the line of scrimmage there. So now we got 2nd down coming up here. A minute 30 left to go here. Cincinnati moving with a sense of urgency. They still got all three timeouts right now. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation again. And they snap the ball. Burrow in the pocket, throws it over the middle, and it's going to be completed to Jamar Chase, who's going to take it all the way to Kansas City side of the field at their 49-yard line. And Burrow already commanding traffic here, making adjustments, telling everybody to get lined up here. Shotgun again. They snap the ball. Burrow throws. And that is going to be completed there to Higgins. So Higgins picks up about a good 5-6 yards on that play before going out of bounds. And there's 50 seconds remaining before halftime. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball is at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Let's see, Mike says Chiefs players are hungry. What Reed's secret? Well, the secret, honestly, it comes down to honestly getting the players to buy in and your key players not being selfish. If your best players aren't selfish, everybody else falls in line. All right, here we go to the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball. Throws it to the back, P. Ryan. P. Ryan bursting it upfield there, gets chopped up, but let's see where they mark him at. He's going to be about a yard shy of that first down. Let's see if they call a timeout here, and they do. They call their first timeout with 40 seconds remaining. And so again, being down 10 points right now, you want to score something. Obviously, if you're Cincinnati, you want a touchdown, but a field goal also makes it a one-score game. right, so we got 3rd and 1 here. Again, Cincinnati used their first timeout, and they have 2 timeouts remaining. They went ahead and added 3 more seconds back to the game clock, so 43 seconds here before the half. Let's see, Mike says Diggs and Orlando, the only ones who cared. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and so Mixon is going to be the one to pick up 3 yards and a first down here for Cincinnati. So here we go, 1st and 10 right now from the Chiefs' 37-yard line. And they call a timeout. That's their 2nd timeout. 39 seconds remaining here before the half. All right, so after that timeout, now we are at the commercial here. Again, 39 seconds remaining here before halftime. Let's see, Mike says your Patriots can have Jordan Poyer. JP. Tell me this, Mike. What were your thoughts about James Cook this season for the Bills and just his role? I know early on I feel like he just accumulated more playing time as the season went on. But what are your thoughts about him and his future with Buffalo and your expectations for him? Let's see. Mike says the Bills should trade Edward Oliver. And again, we are currently right now at the commercial still, thanks to the timeout that was called by Cincinnati with 1 timeout remaining and 39 seconds to go here before the half. And the score is still Chiefs 13, Cincinnati 3. Let's see. Mike says he receiver back, finesse back. Bills need to power up the middle like Blunt. And so, the good old days of LeGarrette Blunt. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 here for Cincinnati, returning back to the action. And so far on this drive, 5 of 5 for 33 yards and hitting on at least 4 different receivers. But here we go. 39 seconds between now and the half. Out of the shotgun, they snap the ball. Burrow looking, throws it. It's completed to Higgins. That's going to be a first down. So 32 seconds here. They're hurrying up here. And looks like they have called their 3rd timeout. That's going to be their 3rd and final timeout here called by Cincinnati. All right, let's see. Mike says Cook very much improved each game. He does need better O-line, very much upside. Only 10 college games over 10 carries, very raw. And let's see, Ode says, so is everything going good with you? And try to have fun on the work trip. And so, yeah, everything is going pretty good with me. Appreciate that. Everything is going pretty good with me. And so, yes, just gearing up for after this week, that work trip. And then once I come back, we'll be thinking about the Super Bowl for sure. But appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They snap the ball out of the shotgun. Looking. Throws it. And that's going to be completed. Again to Higgins. Where was this during fantasy football season when I needed it in my money league? But that's going to be a nice catch and a first down. So now we've got ourselves 1st and goal right now 5 yards away from the end zone. 13 seconds. Got to hurry up. He snaps the ball from up under center. Throws it up there. Jump ball again for Higgins. Incomplete. Nice physical defense there by the cornerback. Incomplete. So now with 8 seconds remaining, let's see. Do you throw one more up there perhaps for Jamar Chase? Or with 8 seconds here, whatever you do, it's got to be quick. You got no timeouts remaining, so taking a sack is not an option. Turnover is not an option. Let's see how Cincinnati handles this. Let's see. Mike says it's seller's market for receivers. Not many good free agents. Let's see. Mike says opposite running backs. Dime a dozen buyers market. That's right. Zeke washed up, cut, and so I think so. I compared Zeke to Devin Singletary in terms of just production at this point. All right. Meanwhile, Burrow looking, throws it incomplete. Near Higgins again, incomplete. 4 seconds remaining here. That's going to bring out the field goal unit. So yeah, field goal unit is coming out here, and if he makes this, this will make it a one-score game. Not the results you wanted if you were Joe Burrow, but not a bad drive at all for Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati did get the football first, so that means after halftime, Kansas City will get it first. All right, snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's 13-6 right now. And we are at halftime here with Kansas City up by a touchdown, and the difference is their touchdown that they scored. But 13-6 is our score, and as of right now, we have ourselves a good game. All right, so we're at the JV halftime show. All right, so I guess I'll start off with comparing the stats so far in this one. So Joe Burrow, he's 15 of 22 in this one for 147 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, had the 1 interception, sacked 4 times. And then for Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, 13 of 19 for 165 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's been sacked once in this one. On the ground for Cincinnati, P. Ryan's got you 2 carries for 11 yards. Joe Mixon, 6 carries for 8 yards. So Joe Mixon on the ground, got to find a way to get him more involved in that. As for Kansas City, Pacheco, he's got you 3 carries for 9 yards. Hartman, he's got 2 runs for 7 yards. McKinnon, 2 yards. I'm sorry, 2 carries for 3 yards. They ran Ronald Jones once for no yards. So as a team, they have 19 yards rushing. All right, let's see. Old says, in all reality, do thinking Bengals will be able to keep Burrow and all 3 of his receivers, Higgs and Chase, about to get paid? Plus, Burrow needs to get paid, and so yeah, I think that Higgins will be the one to go out of the of all the receivers. I think it makes the most sense for Higgins. You trade Higgins, you get a lot back in return for that one. That's just how it works. You just draft someone that can come in and be a good, solid, third receiver and stuff like that, or even second. But I think that's what happens. And let's see. Oh, it says the best halftime show, the JB halftime show. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yes. And so I'll go ahead and I will end this poll right here and set up a different poll. All right. All right, so who would be the best matchup against the Eagles? So I put that question up there. And again, not who you think is going to win this game, but who would be the best matchup against the Eagles in your opinion? So regardless of who you got winning this game and regardless who you want to win this game, who just matches up the best in your opinion against the Philadelphia Eagles for the Super Bowl? Would it be the Bengals? Would it be the Chiefs? Again, we're talking matchups here. All right, meanwhile, while the votes continue to, let's see. All right, meanwhile, while we wait on that, yeah, so looking at the receivers so far in this matchup here, starting with Kansas City, you got to start with Travis Kelce. He's got 4 catches, 55 yards, and a receiving touchdown. He's caught all 4 of his targets. MVS, he's got you 2 catches for 40 yards in this one. Pacheco has 2 catches for 34 yards in this one. McKinnon, 1 catch, 13 yards. And Kadarius Tooney, one catch, 9 yards. Also, Juju Smith-Schuster has a catch also for 7 yards. Looking at Cincinnati, Tyler Boyd, two catches for 40 yards. T. Higgins, three catches, 37 yards. Jamar Chase, four catches, 37 yards. And Hayden Hurst, he's got two catches for 12 yards as well. And so, yeah, so defensively, though, Frank Clark's 1.5 sacks so far in this one tackle for a loss. Him and Jones. Jones has a sack also and two tackles for a loss. And then you add George Karlaftis, and he's got a sack and a tackle for a loss. So these guys on the defensive line, they're winning their matchups against the Bengals. And so I feel like the interception that Burrow's throwing is because he has to throw it a lot quicker, and he cannot use his timing the way that he would should the offensive line give him time. So they've got to correct that. All right, so let's see. O says you think Kansas City, but you want the Bengals to win. And so, okay, definitely respect that and understand that. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to know. Who's the best matchup specifically against the Eagles there? And so, I definitely would like to see a guy like Patrick Mahomes there. I'm against them, but at the same time, I'm also rooting for the Bengals to win this one. But again, still at halftime, and man, do they look cold right there in the stadium. They look freezing cold. All right, let's see. Well, we've got three votes in, and so two say the Chiefs, one say the Bengals. Let's see. O says Bengals spent all that money on the offensive line, yet the players can't stay healthy. And so, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, when it comes to injuries, that will change an outcome of a team's season. But you're right. You're right. And so now, but we've seen Burrow last year show that he can take some pressure. He can take hits. He can take pressure. But you got to give him time every once in a while so he can make those plays. Let's see. Mike says that Mahomes is going to handle the Eagles big. And so, Mike, I'm just going to pretend that you didn't say that whenever 80s joins, probably in the fourth quarter. I'm gonna act like you didn't say that. Let's see. O says Burrow head gets cold around this time of the year. LOL. That it does. That it does. That it does. Sorry, that it does. Let's see. Mike says they absolutely dominated the Bills rushers, and so yeah, I mean, but honestly, I mean, you mentioned injury, Mike. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why you guys brought on guys like Von Miller and stuff like that. And so, I mean, injuries on the defensive side of the ball did take its toll and stuff like that. But I'm looking at Gabe Davis, Mike. I look at a guy like Gabe Davis. Where was he at? Where was he at? Just like I look at for the Cowboys, Michael Gallup. Where was he at in the big game when you needed him the most? You need that second guy that you can count on that's going to step up. But I knew something was wrong when they almost lost to the Dolphins with Skylar Thompson in their quarterback. I knew something was up with Buffalo then. All right, again, we are currently still at halftime with the score being Chiefs 13, Bengals 6. All right, let's see. Mike says, what defensive tackle Daquan Jones was out? It was all over. And so, yeah, injuries was bad because I remember that in fantasy football, Mike. I had the Bills defense, so I noticed the difference when these injuries started stacking up. Boy, did I notice the difference and stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, it says JB who gets the ball. Yeah, the Chiefs will get the football first. The Bengals had the first drive of the game, and so Kansas City will get the football when we come back from the half. All right. Let's see. O says, okay, thank you. Of course, anytime. Of course, of course. All right, so let's take a quick look. All right, so and again, we have the whole second half coming up. But just a reminder that, yes, so the next stream for me will be tomorrow, and that's going to be Virginia versus Syracuse. And so we'll get to see some ACC college hoops tomorrow. And so I know I'm covering different conferences and stuff like that. So we'll get to see the ACC tomorrow. And then on Tuesday's matchup will be Kansas State versus Kansas. Both teams have been playing tremendous this year, and so we'll get to see Kansas State versus Kansas. That'll be a great in-state rivalry. All right, let's see. Mike says Cole Beasley gave good effort, maybe Knox. Let's see. You say Diggs does not like how lazy Bills players are. He's a winner, and so yeah, I mean, he does not want to lose, and I can't blame him for that. He's like, look, we already been here. It's not enough just to get here. And so a lot of guys get complacent. They're like, oh, well, at least we made it, but not Diggs. He was not like that at all. So love to see when a guy cares about it. What you hate to see is a guy after the game out there partying next to the DJ and stuff like that. That's what you don't want to see after the game. Absolutely. But again, still at halftime here. All right, let's see. 6 votes in right now, and 83% believe that the Chiefs would be the best matchup against the Eagles. Mike says who partied. And so, well, I don't know who partied, Mike, but we all know that on every team, well, not every team, but on some teams, we all know that there are guys that probably went out there and partied after losing. And so, no one player comes to mind, not this year, but I'm just throwing that out there. Let's see. Mike says Jimmy G laughing the entire game was garbage. And so, they did show him on the sideline smiling and stuff like that. I was like, what kind of hotline is he on right now? And who is he flirting with? Or be over there smiling like that? I'm like, come on, Jimmy, they need you to suit up. That's what they need. But yeah, I mean, regardless of who won that game and stuff like that, you just hate to see injuries like that because I mean, NFC Championship game, both teams fought so hard to get to this point, and for it to come down to just the score was just 7-0, and Brock got hurt. So when he got hurt, it was just it all went downhill. Let's see. Oh, it says Jimmy G laughing because everyone laughing at the 49ers wasting three first. Oh yeah, if I'm Jimmy though, after this season though, if I'm Jimmy, if I can't start somewhere, I'm trying to go to Miami and then be ready for because we all know how these concussions tend to love Tua and stuff like that. So if I'm Jimmy, I'm trying to go there. Let's see. O says, but people should have listened after the Patriots players called out Jimmy G, and so exactly, 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 exactly. All right, again, still currently right now at the commercial because it is halftime here. But soon it should be starting the third quarter, and we'll eventually get back to the action. But it is a one touchdown game with the Chiefs with the lead, 13-6, and they get the football first when we come back in the second half. Let's see. Mike says he does not like Jimmy anymore. Let's see. Brandon says saw 80s climbing the spotlight, the stoplight poles in Philadelphia. And so you already know. You already know. And I'm pretty sure he was making it rain from way up there. Just throwing out cash. Just making it rain. Probably doing that dreadful fly eagle fly thing. Let's see. Mike says, I will take Diggs mad because they're lazy every time over this game is beneath me, Jimmy. And so you're right about that. Meanwhile, the players here getting ready for the second half of action here, and this one to determine who gets to go to the Super Bowl and have that meeting with the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, with 7 votes here, and so yeah, 6 believed in the Chiefs here. I have a question for you guys. Who do you guys feel is a better quarterback? Like all bias aside and stuff like that, who was a better quarterback, Tony Romo or what Dak Prescott currently is right now? Who was better in your opinion? Tony Romo or Dak Prescott? Like if you just consider them, I guess at their best. Let's see. Braden said, I thought when you said he's making it, you meant being on people. I mentioned nothing about purple rain now. It was no purple rain there. All right, kickoff on the way. The Chiefs are returning it here, and Pacheco turning on the Jets here and brought down at the 21-yard line, and that's where Kansas City will take over with the football from their own 21-yard line, and this one hosting a 13-6 lead. And so Mike says that is hard, really close. And so, yeah, that's the question. Because I was talking to my brother the other day, and my brother was talking as if Tony Romo was better. And I was like, wait a second. Do we know for a fact that Tony Romo was better than Dak? And so, you guys let me know. Who do you think is better, Tony Romo or Dak? I want to know. All right, here we go. First and 10 here. Out of the shotgun for Kansas City. They snap the ball, gives it to Pacheco off the draw play, and he's going to pick up about 2-3 yards on the play. Let's see. Black says Romo, Dak is disguised by stellar talent around him. And so that is true. That is true. That is true. Let's see. Wasn't the Cowboys offense though? Like they had, let's see, I'm trying to think. They had Jason Witten, they had Des Bryant, they had in the backfield, who was that back that got traded, I think, to Philadelphia? I forget his name. Was it something Murray or I forget his name, but you're right, you're right. As he Braden says, don't you mean yellow rain? And so, Jeannie, you say Tony? And so, okay, bet. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and make this a poll question now. And then we'll just go ahead and cast our votes there so I can keep track of this. But yeah, that's definitely something that I thought about. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 7 out of the shotgun. Mahomes snaps the ball, and boy, he takes a deep shot here, but overthrew everybody. Incomplete. He was aiming for MVS, but there was 2 guys on him. All right, let's see. That's right. That's right. All right, DeMarco Murray. That's right. All right, let's see. Braden says Dak Prescott is better. Never liked Tony Romo. So you never liked Tony Romo. Interesting. All right, punts on the way. All right, so we got a return here, and he's going to take it to the 38-yard line for Cincinnati. So, Cincinnati, your defense came out, forced the punt, and now it's your turn here for the first time in the second half. Let's see what they're going to do. Down by 7 points here in the third quarter. We'll get to see what Joe Burrow and company can do moving forward. Again, they trail 13-6. And so, Black Medicine's Dalmatian says, my owner is right. Romo is better. And so let us see. Let us see. But right now the poll is 2 votes and 3 votes in right now. Tony Romo leading the poll so far. Nancy Black says, yep. And again, we're currently at the commercial here, but when we return, we'll get to see the Bengals for the first time offensively in the second half after their defense forced a punt. And they trail right now 13-6 in this one. Let's see, Mike says, not sure if they know, but Bills need a defensive tackle. All right, and again, we are at the commercial here. Let's see. Mike says, JB going to call some XFL, y'all. And so I do plan on at least getting one. Heck, I might get a few in there, honestly, Mike. I mean, I do plan on doing it this year. XFL, USFL. I feel like those would be some fun ones. I do. All right, let's see. Mike says, poll. Who would you rather have, Burrow or Allen? I forgot to remind. And so, that's right. I knew there was something I was forgetting there. I knew there was something I was forgetting there, Mike. And so, yeah, definitely got to remind me there. Definitely. So, man, I missed that one at the half there. And so I do want to see this one, this poll here. But once we get a couple more votes there, got to remind me there that Burrow versus Allen won. For sure. All right, so getting ready to return back to the action here soon. All right, so let's see. O says Burrow. Let's see. Mike says these are really good. The call XFL, USFL peeps want content, and so, yep, absolutely, absolutely. I do want to check the rosters again for the XFL, but here we go. So now we're back to the action here, and so the Bengals with the football now from their own 38-yard line, out of the shotgun, snap the ball. Burrow throws it to T Higgins, and that's going to be completed. So they say he picks up 9 yards on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up here from the Cincinnati 47-yard line. All right, so 2nd and 1 out of the shotgun. 10 seconds right now on the play clock. They snap the ball and give it to P. Ryan up the middle, and P. Ryan is going to take it to the Chiefs' 46-yard line. Picked up about 7 yards on that carry and a first down. Let's see, Mike says St. Louis got McCarron, and so good old McCarron. Let's see, Mike says disappointed, was hoping Cardell Jones still playing. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 here out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. All right, they snap the ball, fake it to the back, looking Burrow, feeling the pressure, and this time he just scrambled and picked up 2 yards before he slid that time. Had no choice, pass rush was coming, so he just picked up what he could. 2nd and 8 coming up, ball right now at the Chiefs' 44-yard line again. Right now, Bengals down by 7 points, 13-6. Mike says Rosen needs to go. All right, so 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's see, Mike says Manziel would be interesting. And so, was he still in that fan-controlled football league? All right, but here we go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Chase goes in motion. They snap the ball. They give it to P. Ryan on the draw, and he's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. So now, 3rd and 6 coming up here from the Kansas City 42-yard line. And so let's see. Mike says, JB Nation, which quarterback would you like to see in the XFL? And so those are some interesting questions there. Who would you like to see in the XFL? All All right, but here we go. 3rd and 6 here for the Bengals. Can they get the big first down to keep this drive going? Or will the Chiefs get them off the field? Here we go. They're going to go 5 wide and Burrow. And so he kept it himself there. As soon as he snapped the ball, he took off like he was shot out of a cannon and scrambled and picked up 11 yards on the play. Now, who would have guessed that he would have done that? Now, the safety cook for Kansas City, he's hopping right now. May have hurt perhaps his foot. Let's see, Mike says still sign FCS. I'm sorry, FCF. Let's see, like Flash Gordon in XFL. Would like TO. All right, here we go. Shotgun here. 1st and 10. Takes the snap, pitches it here to Mixon, and Mixon makes the first guy miss, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Bengals at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play. There is a Chiefs player that's currently down right now, so the medical staff will take a look at him. And so while they take a look at him, we'll pause the action here in the third quarter with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The Chiefs up 13-6. All right, let's see. All right, so we got Dak Prescott here. Dak with 4 votes. Tony Romo with 3. All right, so let me go ahead and I will go ahead and switch the poll now, courtesy of Mike. So I will end that poll there. All right, so the question is, who would you rather have at quarterback, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen? Let's see, Mike says, I wish Burrow would get Trent Williams treatment, JB, and so he wants him out of there. And again, we are still at the commercial here, hoping that the Chiefs player is going to be okay. All right, so let's see. So right now, 2 votes in, one for Josh Allen, one for Joe Burrow. Up 2 for Josh Allen, one for Joe Burrow. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 6 here out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Burrow looking. Oh, he threw it while he got hit, and that's going to be incomplete, but he did get hit on the play. And so 3rd down coming up. Let's see. Oh, it says this might have been one of the craziest seasons ever, and hopefully he's okay. Never like seeing a player get hurt. And so I agree. Mike says, boom, got him. Is Chris Jones best defensive tackle in the league? And so you would think so by the performance that he's been displaying this day. I'll tell you what, though, he has to deal with a lot of those double teams and stuff like that on a regular basis. And it's tough going up the middle. It is tough. It's not like coming off the edge and stuff like that. Going up the middle is tough. It's a grown man point. But let's see how the Bengals respond here. 3rd and 6, Burrow in the shotgun takes a deep shot and gets the touchdown for T. Higgins. And so, wow, fantasy football season may be done, but I still get excited seeing T. Higgins score a touchdown. Let's see. Mike says Higgins is the cheat code. So how about that? The Bengals get the first touchdown in the second half, and now we're an extra point away from this being all tied up. Excellent job, because there was two guys on my man Higgins over there, and he said it doesn't matter. He's defying gravity out there. 8 plays, 62 yards, 3 minutes and 35 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. And now the PAT attempt. It is up and it is good. So we're all tied up 13-13 here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 54 seconds to go. Old says he needs Higgins to be a Patriot. So T. Higgins, I would love to get Higgins there. I want Higgins. I want Hopkins. I want Brandon Cooks. I want a lot of things. A lot of things. I think I deserve it. But great touchdown there. And so now we are all tied up, and the Bengals will kick things off, and we'll see how Kansas City responds. Let's see. Mike says JB could throw these touchdowns with Boyd and Higgins. And so put me in, coach. Put me in. Put me in. All right, but 4 votes right now. We have 2 for Burrow, 2 for Allen. And I think it's just amazing. I mean, you think about last year when Cincinnati got to the Super Bowl, and then like when they lost. I mean, a lot of teams would have fell apart at that time, but not this team. They stayed just as hungry as they were the season before. They knew they had unfinished business, and so now all tied up 13-13 here. Things are very interesting. Let's see. OSS trade Parker and get D Hop and Higgins with KB and Thornton with Bill O'Brien as the offensive coordinator. It'll be over. And so there you go. Mike says Mahomes ain't got these cheat codes everywhere. And so everybody needs cheat codes. I will say that. Everybody needs cheat codes. I feel like when a quarterback is young, they need these pieces especially. And then once they're like towards their prime and stuff like that, they can play without them. And once they get old, they need those pieces again. And so that's my evaluation on how it works. Like obviously when Tom Brady started, he needed some weapons around him. He did. He didn't elevate his game until he started getting those big time weapons. And then he became the Tom that we know today. And now he can just go out there and just throw it. Let's see. Mike says, don't pay big for running back. All right, so look at that. We are all tied up now. And so Cincinnati's going to get ready to kick things off. And we're going to see how the Chiefs try to respond here in the third quarter of action. Up, and that time the football fell on the tee for the kickoff. So they'll have to line it up again. Let's see. Mike says Bills don't know how to use Hines. Well, I'll tell you what, though. He sure hurt us in special teams. I'll say that. All right, so the kickoff on the way. Caught at the 5. He's at the 15 and brought down at the 23-yard line. So that's where Kansas City will take over here for their second offensive drive here of the second half. With the score all tied up, Kansas City once had a 13-3 lead here. They've let Cincinnati score 10 straight. So now, Mahomes, how do you respond? Let's see. Mike says, Mr. JB, get on Mossy lucky. I think he would like to trade that one back. All right, well, first and 10 here for the Chiefs. Kelsey goes in motion. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball. Mahomes in the pocket, throws it. It is caught by Kelsey. He turns around and picks up total of 6 yards on the play. Now second down coming up here, 2nd and 4 from the Chiefs' 29-yard line here. Kelsey has 5 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown in this one. Again, 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play to determine just who gets to the Super Bowl, you know. All right, so they're going to go shotgun here, 5 wide on the play. 12 seconds on the play clock. They snap the ball. Mahomes throws it near the sideline. Incomplete. Excellent job there by the cornerback. He timed that one incomplete. So now we got third down coming up here, 3rd and 4 from the Kansas City 29-yard line. Let's see. Mike says Bills got one play in Madden. It's deep play. I'm sorry, deep pass vertical. The only play they know. And Mahomes is saying you come back to the ball. He's right. You got to come back to the ball. Help your quarterback out. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 5. Hardman goes in motion. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Kelsey at the bottom of the formation. They snap the ball. Feeling the pressure. He's on the move, and he completes it. How did he see that window? I don't know, but he got it there. He got it there. Now, Hardman was injured on the play. That looks kind of awkward there. And so medical staff is looking at him. Hope that he's okay. But that looked a little awkward there. Now we look at the replay here. Mahomes made that pass. And by the way, I mean, you see Mahomes kind of with his ankle. He didn't like that. So he's kind of feeling the pain on that one. But he's still in there. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. Let's see, Mike says Mahomes on fumes. And so now we're currently at the commercial here thanks to the injury for Hardman. And it feels like the Chiefs are pretty much playing through a lot of pain all around. Never questioned the toughness of this team. All the way from Kelsey being a game-time decision to we saw what happened last week with Mahomes and stuff like that and just all the things they got going on. All right, Robert currently right now at the commercial here. So Joe Burrow so far 17 of 25 for 183 yards through the air. He's got 1 touchdown, got 1 interception as well, and he's been sacked 4 times. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes 16 of 24, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and sacked once in this one. Now on the ground for the Bengals, 13 carries for 45 yards, and for the Chiefs, 9 carries for 22 yards. And again, we are currently right now at the commercial. Let's see. Old says, dang, another head coach on play. I'm sorry, Kansas City player hurt, and Mahomes' ankle looks like it's hurting him. And so, yep, I noticed the same thing. He was trying to elude the rush that time, then got up there, and then once he started hopping there, we'll keep an eye out on that one. Now, it is a low-scoring game. It's not one of those games that right now it's going back and forth. But if Cincinnati decides to get hot at this point, that'll make it even more interesting right now. But yes, injuries a concern. Let's see. Mike says, "Be like, then say this, Skip. Then I pretend to get mad. Then everyone watch Skip." All right, so here we go, getting ready to get back to the action here, but hoping for good news there for Hardman. All right, you see him on the sideline there, so that's a good sign to see him on the sideline. All right, so we'll get back to the game here. All right, so 1st and 10 right now out of the shotgun, and Kelsey's going to go in motion. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. They snap the ball, fakes it to the back. Those are to Kelsey, and Kelsey, he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. That's going to make it 2nd and 4 right now from the Kansas City 46-yard line. And so, yes, everyone's going to be watching Mahomes the rest of the way. Let's see. Oh, it says Hardman also in a contract year. And so you hate to see injuries at any point, but especially when the guy's on a contract year, because we all know how that financial security is just so important. Meanwhile, MVS goes in motion. Snap the ball with 2 seconds on the play clock. Mahomes in the pocket. He's going to dump it down to Hardman. I'm sorry, not Hardman, MVS. And MVS doing work here, takes it all the way to the 29-yard line. So he picked up 25 yards on the play. Again, this was a short dump off that he just went to work and took it the rest of the way there. And so now we got 1st and 10 from the Bengals, 29-yard line. So all of a sudden now the offenses, they're starting to show up and to take over this game. But that time, I mean, he had so much time. I would have felt comfortable back there in the pocket, honestly. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. Give it to the back. And so McKinnon's brought down by the ankles from behind. And so therefore he's going to pick up a yard on the carry. So now we got 2nd and 9 coming up right now from the Cincinnati 28-yard line. Let's see. Ola says, I bet Packers are missing him. Mike says, I would trade Gabe, see if I could get second, because I would not pay him like a number 2 when he had 3. And so, Mike, where was this information back when I had him on my fantasy football team? You told me that Gabe was amazing. You told me that. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 out of the shotgun. Snaps the ball. Mahomes moving in the pocket, and he's going to get brought down there. Picks up about 2 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. Let's see. Mike says Bills need more Beasleys. How the Bills get their number 2 receiver. And so what happened to that rookie you guys drafted? I forget his name, out of Boise State at receiver. All right, so here we go. Right now it's 3rd and 7 here. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. We're all tied up 13-13. But 3rd down here. Can Kansas City convert? 3 seconds right now in the play clock. Mahomes still making adjustments, and he's got to burn a timeout. Had to call a timeout. That's Kansas City first timeout here in the second half of play. Again, 3rd quarter with 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go, facing 3rd and 7 from the Cincinnati 26-yard line. Yes, Mike, you did. You did. You assured me that Gabe Davis was a safe bet. And so I took him early. Let's see. Old says, Mike also told me Davis was him. And so, see, it wasn't just me. You told old man also. And for a couple games, it looked like we were right. Let's see. Mike says, Tupac Shakur. That's right. Came along great, JB. And so I knew it when you guys drafted him. When you guys drafted him, I said to myself, dang, that's a good draft pick right there. And great value for him as well. All right, but 3rd and 7, shotgun, making adjustments here. They've got Kelsey in the slot, Juju in the other slot as well. They snap the ball. Bengals sending pressure. Mahomes throws it quickly. MVS makes the catch. Reach the ball out, but let's see where they mark him at. I think he's still shy of the 1st down there. And so that's going to make it 4th and 1 right now. So 4th and 1 from the Bengals 20-yard line. And so Andy Reid, he strikes me as a man that, hey, he's going to go all in at the poker table one way or another. He's going to roll the dice here. All right, so we got 4th and 1 here. Let's see, Mike says, I'm kidding. Gabe good, but not many routes he can run, I learned. And so he also doesn't know how to drag his feet near the sideline. I realize sideline catches is a real handicap for him. He's like the stiff, poor man's version of Mike Evans without Mike Evans' consistency, which is kind of misses the whole point there. All right, so it looks like they're looking at the replay here. He did reach out the ball. And so based upon where the spot is, I need to see another angle of it. But again, all he has to do is just break that. And I don't know, he may have. He may have. But this play is under review. So ultimately, they're looking to see, are we looking at 4th and 1 or is it a first down? That's what's being in question right now. And so the ball is about at that Cincinnati 20-yard line. So far in this drive, you have 7 plays, 51 yards, and just under 4 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock here for Kansas City. But this play is under review, so right now we're currently at the commercial. All right, Mike, it looks like the poll is at a standstill right now with 5 votes here. Again, 3 for Burrow and 2 for Allen. Again, I can't believe that January is almost done and we're already about to hit February. I mean, this month just went by super fast. And again, still right now at the commercial. With just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter of play, we're all tied up 13-13, but obviously Kansas City, this is a big play in question here. If they overturn it, then that would be a first down for them. If not, then we're looking at the field goal unit coming out potentially. All right, it looks like they were going to go for it on fourth down, but we'll see what this call would mean. All right, so let's see. Ooh, they say the call overturned. All right, so the call is overturned. All right, so how about that? The call overturned. All right, again, they're just showing us the replay right now. But that is a first down indeed. Cincinnati coach not happy about that. All right, so they are having quite the conversation over there on the sideline, and so I'm not one at reading lips over there, but they're definitely not discussing dinner plans, that's for sure. Let's see. O says, you think he was short? And so at first glance, I thought he was, but it was close. It was close. It was very close. But now we're going to go ahead and move on. It's 19 yards away from the end zone. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball, give it to Pacheco off the left side. And so he's going to get tripped up after picking up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up right now from the Cincinnati 17-yard line. So 9 plays on this drive, 60 yards, 4 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Again, we are all tied up right now here in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. I'm just thankful that this game has been close this long. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 8 seconds on the play clock. Pacheco goes in motion. Now they snap the ball. Mahomes steps up. He's looking, and tries to pitch it, and he does pitch it actually to Pacheco and somehow gets a pickup of about a good 4 or 5 yards on that play. Mahomes wants to hurry up. Now, he was getting brought down by the defense. We already know about his ankle and stuff like that, but hey, good job by Mahomes. They're still getting that pass off. Wait, look at that. His knee looked like it was down, at least on that last replay when he threw that ball. Now, let's look at it in slow motion here. The knee is down, so if they take a look at that, that should negate the yards that he picked up on that play there. Great effort there by Patrick Mahomes, but yeah, he looked like that knee was down. Now Cincinnati's going to use their first challenge of the game. They should win this one. Again, here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Let's see. O says he was down. Braden says still waiting for 80s, and so I anticipate the 80s will show up there in the final couple minutes of the fourth quarter. Just when we think he won't show up, with less than probably 5 minutes to go in the fourth, is when I'm anticipating. And so that's just my anticipation. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here for Kansas City. After they overturned that call, that was pretty easy and simple. Now we got 3rd and 10 here. They snap the ball. Mahomes in the pocket, throws it over the middle. That's going to be a touchdown, Kansas City, to MVS for the 19-yard touchdown right through the middle. And Mahomes threw a strike on that one. Wow. That is insane. I mean, he just threw a bullet. One leg, no legs, it didn't matter. He just slung it in there. That's a guy that's confident in his arm and his guy. Excellent job. Ball on the money. That's a touchdown. There it is. So how about that, guys? The offenses are there. 11 plays, 77 yards, 5 minutes and 39 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. And now, extra point is up. Extra point is good. So 20-13 is the score here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third. Can the Bengals respond? Let's see. Mike says, I heard 80s reject the bottle now. And so, I don't know about that. Let's see. Old says, 80s comment on the Bill O'Brien post to me, the Eagles going to the Super Bowl before you started the stream. And so that's something that he would do. That is something that he would do. Let's see. Old says, he was like, you see the T. Higgins, I can get a touchdown also. Exactly. He's like, anything you can do, I can do better. How about that? What a response by Kansas City. They're up by 7, and Mahomes is doing it in spite of the injury. Gotta love that from their fearless leader. Let's see. Braden says he heard 80s hates the Eagles now, and so what you're trying to do, 80, Braden, you're trying to provoke 80s. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to provoke him, and he's going to come up here and say that I was the one that said it. That's what he's going to do. Oh, shoot. But here we go. Kickoff about to be on the way. All right, let's see if we get a return here by the Bengals, who trail now 20-13 here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. No return on that one. So Cincinnati will take over from their own 25-yard line. And so he just surpassed Joe Montana in the playoffs. And so it looks like Eric Bieniemy just walked over there and asked Patrick Mahomes, can he use him as a reference for his next job? All right, so here we go. Shotgun here for the Bengals. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back from their own 25-yard line. 5 seconds on the play clock. They snap the ball. Quick pass to Chase. He catches it. Takes on the contact. He's going to pick up about 2-3 yards on the play. Second down coming up. Let's see. Old says, Braden 80s is going to come for you and those Packers. Somehow he's going to include me in it. He's going to say that I doubted them, that I said that they were never going to do it and stuff like that. How's that? Take that, JB. You know he's going to say it. You know he is. All right, so 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 7 right now. Shotgun formation. They snap the ball. Chiefs send 4. Burrow filling the pass rush, and then he's just going to throw it up there and throw that ball away from inside the pocket. Incomplete. So third down coming up right now. 3rd and 7. Just give him some time. Braden says, I know, old man. Oh, we all know. Let's see. Mike says, Burrow needs to ask Mahomes for an autograph. And so here we go. 3rd and 7 from Burrowhead Stadium here. Can they convert from their own 28-yard line? Here in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. P. Ryan is the back. They snap the ball. Burrow. Pass rush at his feet, but he throws a completion there. Jamar Chase takes it all the way to the, looks like 48-yard line there, and a first down as he spins the football in pure celebration. Big time play. Where was the defensive back? Well, right now there's 2 guys in the secondary that look like they could be hurt. And they're going to call a holding call. Man, they're going to call a holding call. I mean, when did the referees all start to align with the home team so obviously in both games? My goodness. And so, man, you hate. If you're not going to block the guy, why are we holding? You got this man by the neck. You got him in a death grip, man. What's going on? You're not blocking, and then you tack it on by doing a penalty, doing dumb stuff. Braden says no holding. So here we go. 3rd and 17. Again, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third. Shotgun formation here. All right, Burrow gets the snap. He's on the move, looking, still on the move, still looking, throws it, ball's tipped, and ooh, that is going to be incomplete. So, yeah, incompletion. So the offense will have to punt the ball. Great job there by the Chiefs. Let's see. O says, yeah, that was holding, stupid mistakes. And so, yeah, stupid mistakes. Now, not as much as what we've seen from San Francisco earlier, but still a dumb mistake. And honestly, the way that San Francisco played earlier, I thought that Alex Leatherwood was in there coaching the defense. The way the defense kept giving up so many penalties and stuff like that, it was just terrible. All right, punts on the way, and he's caught it from his own 41-yard line. Sky Moore, he wants more. Now, there is a penalty, but he's still running, taking it to about the 35-yard line there. But there is a penalty, so let's see what this penalty is going to be. Most likely this will be against the Chiefs. All right, referees are discussing. Yep. Let's see. Oh, it says, yeah, now the 49ers defensive coordinator could be Texans head coach. And so I like the hire. I would love that for Houston. Love it. I feel like that'd be great. Take that move. That'd be awesome there. Let's see what he got. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Oh, man, look at that. All right, so here we go. Now that the cloud is all settled here from their own 31-yard line here, 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Up in this one, 20-13. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Mahomes looking to the left, and so throws that one near Sky Moore, but it's going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, the cornerback, in coverage on that one. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10 from their own 31-yard line. All right, 2nd and 10. And again, Patrick Mahomes, he's 20 of 29 in this one for 238 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. You've got Kelsey motioning. They snap the ball, and they're going to dump it to the back, Pacheco, and he's going to go down immediately. Picks up about 2 yards on the play. And so now we got 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 8 from the Kansas City 33-yard line. All right, let's see. Meanwhile, more votes are coming in, and it is favoring Joe Burrow over Josh Allen. All right, so we go 3rd and 8. Let's see. O says, "What's opinion on the Dolphins making Vic Fangio their defensive coordinator?" So I thought it was a nice hire. I really thought it was a nice hire for them. Meanwhile, Mahomes throws it and it's completed again to MVS, who's earning his paycheck in this game today. What a big time play and a big time first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Caught him sleeping in the secondary. Got him. And so MVS does it. 5 catches so far in this one, 91 yards and a touchdown. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. They put the flag up there kind of late. Let's see what it is. Godly, every time we get a big play or something, it's a penalty. We're calling unsportsmanlike conduct. What'd he do? What'd he do? Show me what he do. Unsportsmanlike conduct for what? For talking? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? He's a grown man. Leave him alone. What'd he do? It's the NFL, bro. Let it go. Are you kidding me? Mike says, finally a good game. Old says MVS is having his game of the career right now. And so, man, come on, man. That was, come on now. Now, you still get the first down there, but they backed him up. And so, all right, so here we go. Mahomes takes the snap out of the shotgun, looking, throws it. That's going to be incomplete. He threw that one kind of low. Sky Moore, the intended receiver there. Second down coming up. Oh, it says NFL needs to have the refs meeting because their refs are horrible. They really are. Like, I know we say this about the refs a lot, but they are really, really just on a whole another level of just being awful as of late. Like, they're just taking over games. They're changing games. Matter of fact, have those conversations with the NBA refs as well. Tell them I want my W from last night. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 here for Kansas City. Shotgun formation. They snap the ball. Bengals sending pressure, but they throw it there to Kelsey. Where else are you going to go when you see them blinging a corner on the blitz? You're going to throw it to Kelsey. He picked up 11 yards and a first down. 1st and 10 right now from the Cincinnati 46-yard line. Brandon said, might need that for the NBA too, old man. And so absolutely, JB will initiate that myself. I'll run that meeting. You let me handle that one, Braden. I will handle the NBA refs. All right, but we got a first down here. Shotgun again. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. 2 tight ends at the top of the formation. They snap the ball. Oh my! And he lost. He fumbled the ball. What is he smoking? What happened? Did the? I guess those invisible ghosts that Sam Darnold talked about, maybe they're real. Because I don't know who else would have knocked that ball out. He just flat out lost the ball. They are fighting like dogs for the last scrap of meat on that ground right now. But it's not going to matter because that ball was recovered by Cincinnati. I mean, this is just, wow. Are you serious? Wow. What a mistake. Whew. Let's see. Oh, it says, don't even get going on that BS last night. Braden said, we said it at the same time. JB, yes. Mike says the refs help things along in the playoffs. Braden said, what is he smoking? And so, I mean, what's going on? He just lost the ball. Like, let's look at the replay here. All right, what happened? And so, this is like a Madden glitch, for lack of an explanation. He just lost the ball himself. Like, bruh. They say your foot's hurting, not your arm. What the? Wow. Big mistake by Mahomes. Wow. I mean, they're going to credit him with his own forced fumble, so it's only only respectful, I guess, to do that. Give him his own forced fumble. But wow, so Cincinnati giving a gift right now. They're at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Let's see if they can make it count. Down by 7, they snap the ball. Burrow with it in the pocket, dumps it short. Mixon, got to make somebody miss there. He makes the first person miss, but he's tripped up, and so he's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. We got 2nd and 5 right now from the Chiefs' 40-yard line here. And so Joe Burrow, this is where you got to step up and be that guy. And let's see, Braden says, no context JB moment. Oh, says, I wouldn't want to be at the bottom of that dog pound. And so absolutely, absolutely. And so you see Mahomes. I mean, hey, Mahomes, he's a professional. He knows mistakes happen and stuff like that. He's going to shake it off, no doubt about that. But still, this gives Cincinnati an opportunity that they must cash in on. Burrow up under center, one back in the backfield, multiple tight ends, and one receiver at the bottom of the screen. They snap the ball, play fake. And Burrow just throws it to the ground because he saw 95 in front of him. I would do the same thing as well. I don't care if I was delivering pizza. If I see number 5 in front of me, I'm just going to drop it. You don't want the smoke. You don't want it. Let's see. Mike says Burrow Punk, not Joe Cool. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. There's only 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We got ourselves quite the game here. But can Joe Burrow and company convert here on 3rd and 5? You have such great field position. You have to make this one count. You have to. What do you dial here? 3rd and 5 from the Kansas City Chiefs 40-yard line. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Got to snap it. And they do. Give the man some time. Dumps it off short to P. Ryan. And P. Ryan fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage there. And no, not going to happen. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, but they were denied access to even getting back to the line of scrimmage. Better yet, the first down marker. So when we come back, 4th and 6 is what it is from the Chiefs 41-yard line. And so what an amazing defensive stand right there by the Kansas City Chiefs defense. And when we come back, we'll see what the Bengals decide to do here on 4th down. But man, your defense gets a lucky break. It's not like they cause a turnover. So you get the lucky break and you don't do anything from it. It's hard to overcome stuff like that. It's just hard to overcome it. And so, but here we are. This is where things stand right now at the end of the third quarter with Kansas City leading this one 20-13. But the Bengals with the football facing 4th and 6 from the Chiefs 41-yard line when we come back. And so we talked about MVS earlier. 6 catches, 116 yards on the day, and a receiving touchdown. Been targeted 7 times. So good things happen when Kansas City targets MVS so far in this one. Of course, Mr. Consistency himself, Travis Kelce, 7 catches, 78 yards, and a receiving touchdown in this one as well. Those two guys have been the standout options at receiver today for Kansas City. Meanwhile, for the Cincinnati Bengals, receiving-wise, T. Higgins. He's got your 5 catches, 73 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Jamar Chase, he's got your 5 catches for 40 yards also. Earlier, Tyler Boyd, with those 2 catches for 40 yards on that one drive. Those have been your go-to players for the Cincinnati Bengals when it comes to receiving as well. And so Mike says, JB, great call and description of the fiasco. And so appreciate that. Appreciate that. And again, we are here right now waiting for the final quarter to determine who is going to face off against the Philadelphia Eagles. And boy, what a question that is. Normally, going against the Eagles, I feel like I'm the kind of coach that I always want the ball at halftime, but against the Eagles, I feel like I want to score first because you let them score first, it's tough to come back and beat them. They're used to playing with the league, with a lead, and so we'll see how that goes there. But these two teams just fighting to see who's going to advance to the Super Bowl. That's a lot on the line, a lot of pressure. But again, at the commercial right now. But yeah, I mean, that play right there by Mahomes, that was insane there. That was insane. Things were going great and stuff like that, and then the invisible ghost that Sam Darnold knows all too well showed up and got my homeboy that time. Got him. But again, 1 quarter left of this one, and then it'll be down to 2 teams. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call the poll here. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to get back to the start of the fourth quarter. All right, so they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 6 out of the shotgun, tight end going in motion here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. P. Ryan is the back. They snap the ball. Burrow looking. Burrow taking a shot there, and boy, look at that. Jamar Chase with the 4th down play of the day. Let's go. Picked up 35 yards. Burrow said, you know what? If I got to throw it up there, I'm just going to throw it up to my boy because I know he's going to go get it. And Jamar Chase went up there and got it. Man, look at that. Braden says, what a catch. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I mean, Burrow just had pure confidence. 2 guys on him, didn't matter. He went up there and made that catch. 1st and goal here for the Bengals. Shotgun formation here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. 5 seconds on the play clock here. They snap the ball. Burrow's looking, throws it to the back quickly. Joe Mixon is that back, and he gets knocked out of bounds. He picks up, let's see, picks up about 3 yards on the play, 2 yards shy of the end zone. So here we go, second and goal. I feel like this is where you go ahead and give the ball to, I prefer to give the Mixon there, but either him or P. Ryan, and let them get in there for 2 yards. It's second and goal. You got multiple shots at this. Silence says, what a catch. And so, yes, spectacular catch with it all on the line. This is why you need top 10 receivers. We've seen it all season long. Justin Jefferson with that catch against the Bills, and right now this was a big-time catch that obviously might save the season here. You never know. Obviously plenty of time to go, but you never know. Higgins goes in motion, shotgun here. P. Ryan's the back in the game, and they give it to P. Ryan, and P. Ryan pushing in, and it's in the end zone for a touchdown, Cincinnati. So here we go. Just like that, 20-19. We got the point after touchdown attempt about to come up here and see if we can tie this up. Silas says touchdown. Braden says touchdown. It is a touchdown. Look at that. That time the offensive line, they finally won a battle today. Look at that. What a drive. And it all started really from Mahomes making a mistake, and Cincinnati was able to get that fourth down play to Jamar Chase, and then they cashed in 6 plays, 45 yards, 2 minutes and 25 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. So here we go. Extra point attempt is up, and it's good. And so we are all tied up 20-20 in this one in the AFC Championship game. We wanted the game, and that's exactly what we got. Exactly what we got. So right now, it's anybody's game right now. So I'm going to give everybody an opportunity here to either reconfirm your pick that you had earlier, or if you want to change your mind, that's perfectly fine. All right. But here we go. Who you got winning this one? New poll is up. Bengals or the Chiefs? But what a spectacular play. And let's look at Joe Burrow so far in this one. 22 of 33 for 229 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's been sacked 4 times. He's been pressured a lot, but you know what he's not been? He's not quit. He's still out there fighting for his team. Mike says not good. Mahomes, come on. Let's see. Kansas City says Patrick Mahomes 23 of 33 for 276 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And Patrick Mahomes has been sacked 3 times so far in this one. And again, we're all tied up here. The offenses have arrived, and so here we go. Cincinnati on the ground as a team has 14 carries for 47 yards, and it was Pete Ryan that finished off in the end zone there for the only rushing touchdown for Cincinnati. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs as a team, 12 carries for 27 yards on the ground as a team. And Pacheco has 5 of those carries for 14 yards. Let's see, Mike says Chase is a cheat code, and so there it is. There it is. Absolutely. But again, we are currently right now at the commercial getting ready for the kickoff here. And so now that we're all tied up, we will see how Kansas City responds from the mistake that they made last time. And so Mike says, let's go Buffalo. Let's see. O says he still got the Bengals. Still got the Bengals. Okay, bet. Speaking of the Bengals right now, dominating the poll right now, all 4 votes in, and all 4 votes are saying that they believe in Joe Burrow. But we got one now for Kansas City here. All right, so don't be shy. Go ahead and cast your vote. Who you got winning this one? We're all tied up right now, so hey, you never know. Anything can happen the rest of the way. And you think back to the wild card weekend when we got to see the Bengals versus the Ravens, and just think about how things could have been different there if Hudley would have been able to actually score that touchdown. I mean, that just goes to show division games, they'll fight you hard, but after that, Cincinnati regrouped, they won that game, beat Buffalo, and now they're all tied up right now 20-20 with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. Now, this is what we were hoping for today. This kind of a game right here. Exactly what we were hoping for. This saves the championship weekend for us football fans. Here we go. Kickoff about to be on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Chiefs. And we will get a return. He brings it out of the end zone. He's at the 10 right now. 15, 20, and brought down at the 22-yard line. So that's where Kansas City's going to take over from the 22-yard line here. All tied up 20-20. Let's see, Mike says Empire State Building, green, fly, Eagles. And so there you go. There you go. All right. And again, the weather and all like that being cold, but hey, these two teams, doesn't matter to them. They love it. 13 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of play. Shotgun formation here for Kansas City. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. 10 seconds right now in the play clock, and they snap the ball. Mahomes throws it. It's completed. And he's going to get brought down. That was Sky Moore with the reception there, brought down by Eli Apple. Picked up 2 yards on the play. So 2nd and 8 right now from the Kansas City 24-yard line in this one. And so I'm pretty sure a lot of bets around the world. We know that Drake got $1 million on Kansas City here, so we'll see if he actually was smart to do that or not. But man, what a game. As somebody that's got no stake in this game, I am enjoying this game a lot. All right, Chiefs here with the football from their own 24-yard line. Shotgun formation. They snap the ball. Mahomes in the pocket, dumps it short. Pacheco makes the catch. Splits defenders, takes on the contact, and he's going to be about a yard shy of that first down marker. Takes it to about the 32-yard line. So 3rd down coming up. Right now, Pacheco for the Chiefs looks like he's limping right now. But he should be good. He's still in there. All right, so 3rd down here. Let's see. It says, I truly believe it'll come down to a field goal, and whoever has the ball last will win. Here we go. Mahomes up under center here. Lots of tight ends. They snap the ball, and they give it to the back. And Pacheco fighting with everything he's got to go forward. And he picked up about a yard and a half to 2 yards on the play and a first down for the offense of Kansas City. So far in this game, Kansas City up under 30 yards on the ground. And so it definitely does help if you're able to run the ball and take off longer drives as well. But they've been just as effective without it. But here we go. First down here. 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Look at that. Kansas City started off 1 and 6 on 3rd down conversions, but they are 5 of 5 on their last 3rd down conversions. Sky Moore goes in motion. They snap the ball, gives it to the back. The back up between the center and guard. Not going nowhere. Picked up a yard on the play. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 9. Let's see. It says, if I remember correctly, isn't that their rookie running back? Yes, old man, absolutely. He's the reason why I ended up having to give Clyde Edwards-Helaire to you after the first couple games of the season. But absolutely, a 7th round pick, if I'm not mistaken, a 7th round pick. These 7th rounders, they're getting after it this year. All right, but 2nd and 9. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. All tied up. All right, here we go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 4 seconds on the play clock. McKinnon goes in motion. They snap the ball. Mahomes tries to avoid the pass rush there. Gets it completed, but the referee says incomplete. All right, so that's incomplete there. And so Mahomes has got to be careful about plays like that. I get it. You're getting rid of the ball there, but got to be careful there. You never know if there's a defensive back that's lurking that sees it and goes after it. Yeah, that's incomplete. All the way incomplete. Let's see. Mike says JB fleeced Old. Old says, dang, Patriots could have gotten him instead of Strong. And let's see. Old says, but I think Strong will be a good 3rd running back. All right, so let's see. What is going on here? All right, so the referees ran to the middle of the field here. All right, so looking to see what the referee is saying here. Again, I cannot hear exactly what they're saying here, so I got to go off of their body language here. But looks like all is good here. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 9. They snap the ball. Mahomes with it. In the pocket. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be completed, but he's going to be short of the first. So Kelsey picked up 5 yards, but he's actually 4 yards shy of the first down marker. So Kansas City offense will come off the field. So 4th and 4. Cincinnati has not led in this game. Just throwing that out there that the Bengals have not led so far in this game. But this will give them an opportunity here to see if they can take their first lead of the game. You said what you believe Strong will be a good third down running back. All right, and again, the referees are doing a lot of talking here. All right, again, the referees are talking here, but again, I cannot hear them because, while I'm talking, I can't hear them and stuff like that. So, but it is still fourth down here. So Kansas City will be punting the ball, and they're bringing out their punt unit. Actually, I am seeing that the offense is going back out there, so I wonder what that call is. And so, if somebody just want to let me know in the chat what exactly happened there, because I cannot, listen to that in case the audio gets caught in my video, so I can't hear their explanation for what just happened on that play. But we went from fourth down to 3rd and 9. Let's see. Braden says the refs being stupid again. And so, what was the reason that they gave? Because I can't hear what they said. So, what was the reason that they gave for why they went from fourth down to third down? Like we literally just, if I was Cincinnati coach, that's it. I'd be like, you guys are working for the other team at this point. Like it's, let's see. Mike says Belichick's thinking drafting. Hey, he was good with Marcus Jones. He was good with Marcus Jones even this past year. And Bailey Zappe, he came in clutch. All right, but somehow Kansas City's awarded third down again. So 3rd and 9. So, and this time Mahomes brought down for a sack. How about that, officials? How about that? And there's a flag. I spoke too soon. There's a flag. Let's see. Old says, yeah, I don't have the mom because I'm listening to you. And so, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know the explanation for that, but we got a flag here, and this is going to be defensive holding. So these referees, they gift them with a third down again, and then they gift them with a first down, defensive holding. And so, wow. Wow. Let's see. Braden says holding on Apple. Let's see. And so, yeah. Yeah, it's funny how they call that, but I remember back in high school when defenders would always grab your jersey like that, referees would never call it. But that's a first down for Kansas City. All right, so you got a 1st and 10 here from their own 39-yard line. They snap the ball out of the shotgun, give it to Pacheco, and he's going to get back to around the line of scrimmage. So now we got second down coming up here, 2nd and 9, they say. 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Chiefs' 40-yard line. Let's see. O says, plus he drafted Tom Brady to go. And so, absolutely. Him, Gronk, a lot of guys. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun here. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Snaps the ball. Throws it to Kelsey, and Kelsey bobbles it and drops it incomplete. All right, so now we got third down coming up here. 3rd and 9 from their own 40-yard line. With 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, we're all tied up 20-20 right now. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 9. All right, so they're going to stop the play here, and that's going to be a timeout that's called from Cincinnati. So Cincinnati called the timeout here. All right, so we have a timeout, but when we come back, it is the Chiefs with the football here facing 3rd and 9 in a tie ball game, 20-20. Let's see. Mike says Cole Strange, and so you can't forget Logan Mankins, and the Cole Strange was not the problem. Like he did okay. Like it's still too early to determine on Cole Strange, and so your job as a coach with the first round pick is to draft a starter, not necessarily the sexy pick, but if you believe he'll be a starter, draft him. But yeah, Logan Mankins, Vince Wilfork, Richard Seymour, so many guys. He just can't draft wide receivers. For some reason, he just can't do that. But here we go, 3rd and 9. Mahomes throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. I got to wait a couple minutes to make sure the official doesn't throw a flag or something. But we're good. 4th down coming up here. Let's see if this 4th down actually stays up. But 4th and 9. Let's see. O says a lot of teams could have used Cole Strange. Let's see. Braden says, yes, they stopped him. Mike says Thornton good. And so I believe that Thornton is good. I mean, he did best when Bailey Zappe was in there, but I did see towards the end that him and Mac Jones are starting to build some chemistry. So he's a nice deep threat that's only going to get better in year 2. All right, punts on the way. Caught by the Bengals here after the fair catch, though. So they'll take over from their own 18-yard line here with the score all tied up 2020. The Bengals looking for their first lead of the game. Let's see if it happens on this drive when we come back from the commercial. Let's see, Braden says N'Keal Harry, Aaron Dotson. And so, wide receivers was not the specialty. I have to admit that. Anything before, I guess, the 6th round, because, I mean, you got Julian Edelman, you did draft him and stuff like that. But anything early, no. Not with Bill, no. All right, again, we are at the commercial right now. And just an update on the quarterback comparison. Patrick Mahomes, 25 of 38 for 285 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 3 times. For Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, 22 of 33 for 229 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and sacked 4 times. But yeah, Braden, I mean, I remember the one year, the year that the Steelers drafted Santonio Holmes, I was basically screaming for the Patriots to draft Santonio Holmes that year, and we ended up in the 2nd round drafting Chad Jackson. It was a terrible mistake. To this day, I just wish Bill would have listened to me and actually drafted Santonio Holmes instead. And so Fortnite says go Kansas City. And so again, we're all tied up here. And so anybody can win this one, and all this on the line is a trip to a Super Bowl here. All right, so here we go. And again, the poll right now, 10 votes in, 70% believing that Cincinnati will win this game, 30% believing in the Chiefs. All right, getting ready to get back to the action here. So we'll see what the Bengals can do this time out there. And of course, last time out there, they had a tremendous play on 4th down in which Jamar Chase just went out there and made the play potentially of the game on 4th down. But here we go, shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. From their own 18-yard line with 9 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the game. They snap the ball. Burrow on the move, looking, throws it short, and incomplete there. Incomplete. Separated Wilcox from the football there, and that's McDuffie there, the rookie cornerback out of Washington that made the play. There is a penalty here, so that's most likely going to be in the offense there. Yep, guys are back and back here. Yep, holding on the offense. So now we're going to be looking at 1st and about 19, and they call Ted Karras, another Patriot guy that Bill drafted. Come on, Ted. Gotta let the man go. All right, so first and 19 here for the Bengals. Got to be careful. That front four for Kansas City has been busy all game long. Shotgun here from their own for their own 9 yard line. Three receivers here. They snap the ball. Burrow throws it, and it's going to be completed there to the receiver, and he's going to take it all the way to the Cincinnati 15-yard line. That's Irwin with the reception. Picked up 6 yards on the play. Second and 13 coming up. And again, Burrow was looking to see if he can get a penalty, but the referees are not giving anything to Cincinnati today. Nothing cheap. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 8 seconds right now on the play clock. Shotgun here. They snap the ball. Burrow on the move again. He's going to scramble. Still scrambling. Still on his feet. And he picked up enough for the first down. Picked up 14 yards. It looked like twice he was going to go down early, but he decided to stay on his feet and just do it for his team. He wants this one. Because let's not forget, last year, he ended up getting banged up in the big game last year. So he remembers that. He wants a shot at redemption. Braden says, great run by Joe Shiesty. All right, here we go. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. First and 10. Burrow up under center. Multiple tight ends. 1 receiver, 1 back. They toss it to the back. This is Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon. This is probably his best run of the night. He picks up 7 yards on the carry. Second and 3 right now. Ball at the Cincinnati 36-yard line. And again, we are all tied up 20-20. So it comes down to just being able to make the plays here in the fourth quarter to win the game. And if you believe that this game's going to go to overtime, go ahead and put JBOT in the chat if you're rooting for this game to go to overtime. All right, second and 3. Shotgun here. From their own 36, they snap the ball. Chiefs are bringing pressure. Burrow throws it, and oh, it's incomplete. Incomplete. In the direction of Jamar Chase there. Third down coming up. So third down coming up. Oh, it hit him. Did it hit him on the helmet there? Gee. Let me look at that one there. So yeah, it hit him on the helmet. Hit him on the helmet. So third down here. Third and 3. Mike says JBOT. He wants some OT here. All right, here we go. Third and 3. Again, 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. All tied up 20 apiece. Shotgun here. Third and 3. 5 seconds right now on the play clock, and they snap the ball. Burrow looking from the pocket. He throws a deep pass here, and it's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off. And so, wow. Intercepted. The interception would go to Williams, but that started with Cook getting a tip on that one. Just great defensive play, honestly, on that one. Burrow tried to give his man a chance there, but Higgins unable to come away with it. That time, Cook just did a great job diving out, tipping it up, and Williams, being at the right place at the right time, got that interception. That's just great defense. Let's see. Braden says picked. Mike says Joe cool his butt. I mean, man, if he puts just a little bit more on that one, then maybe that actually works. I get what he was trying to do, though, but just an excellent play by the defense. So now, Kansas City with the football from their own 14-yard line. 1 back in the backfield. They're going to give it to the back, and Pacheco up the middle will pick up 2 yards on the carry. All right, so we got second and 8 coming up. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the game. Both teams have 2 timeouts in this one. So both teams have 2 timeouts, plus obviously the 2-minute warning. And of course, still plenty of time with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. But these are the plays that can win or lose ball games here. 2nd and 7, they say. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Mahomes with the football in the pocket, moves, throws it, it's completed. That's a first down, brought that at the 29-yard line. Moving the chains here, picked up 13 yards. That's Kemp with the reception. All right, 6 minutes left to go in this one. What a game. At the end of the day, we're the real winners here because we get to witness this performance here by both teams. Look at that. 10 different players with a reception tonight for Kansas City. I mean, they're getting everybody involved here. They snap the ball. Mahomes looking. Oh, gives it to Sky Moore there, and so Sky is going to pick up nice yards here. Picks up 8 yards on the play. So 2nd and 2 right now from the Kansas City 37-yard line. So what a play that time. I thought he was about to block, but he did an excellent job at faking the block, and then he just went and found the opening there. So great job. Let's see. O says, how long left in the game, JB? And so, yes, so right now there's currently 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. So with 5 minutes left to go here, Kansas City with the football here. Let's see what they do. From their own 37-yard line, they snap the ball. Mahomes on the move, throws it. That's going to be incomplete. He was targeting MVS. I can't blame him with the type of day that MVS has had. But there is a penalty right now, and this, best believe, will go against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm pretty sure they're going to call this against the Bengals. Let's see. Mike says Hilton not good. Yep, this is pass interference here against the Bengals there. Mike Hilton, number 21 for Cincinnati. There's 4 minutes and 56 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. And again, we're all tied 20-20. Every play matters. Every penalty, every first down, all of it matters more and more. And that time, Hilton just a little too quick on the play, they say. Penalties can cost the team. We've seen that earlier today. Shotgun here for Kansas City from their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. They snap the ball. Mahomes in the pocket, dumps it down short to Pacheco. Pacheco cuts upfield, takes on the contact. Still running. Look at that. He broke away somehow. They just slid off of him. Wow. And so he picks up 16 yards and a first down. You would think the man got grease on his shoulder pads or something like that. They just slid all off of him. Let's see. Old says they can milk this clock and kick a field goal if they want it. And so Silas says, dang it. Old says, if you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you're new, let us know who you got in this game. Absolutely. But man, what a play here. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. 2 tight ends at the bottom of the formation, 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 back, 5 seconds on the play clock. They snap the ball, going to give it to McKinnon, and McKinnon trying to burst it outside. Not going to happen. Great job by the Bengals getting him down in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on that carry. Now we've got 2nd and 13 here from the Bengals 42-yard line. Silas says the Bengals D has got to get a stop. O says all they're doing is grabbing. No one was tackling. And so, absolutely. And so, man, these are big defining moments. We're going to remember this all off season long. These moments right here, 2nd and 13. They're going to go 5 wide. McKinnon goes in motion now. He's going to be next to Mahomes here in the shotgun. And again, we're now on Cincinnati side of the football field. They snap the ball. Mahomes looking. Mahomes in the pocket. Mahomes going to run. Gets brought down here, and so he picks up a yard here. So we got 3rd and 12 from the Bengals 41-yard line with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the quarter. There's a very real possibility here that if they don't score on this drive, we might actually get to see some overtime, y'all. And so I don't know how excited you guys are about that, but I'm excited. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 12. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Still got the 2-minute warning here. So let's see what these great quarterbacks and great coaches can do. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 12 here. Shotgun. Kelsey goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. Mahomes in the pocket. He's moving. He's going to give it to McKinnon, and McKinnon is going to get brought down there. Picked up about 3 yards on the play, but there is a penalty right now. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. And so Silas is fired up right now. He's screaming 4th down. He's proud of his Bengals defense here, but let's see what the penalty is going to be. All right, so it's going to be holding on the offense there. So you can go ahead and decline that one. That's holding on the offense. I'm sorry, that's going to be, yeah, so it was declined. All right, so That's big. So, all right. So it looks like it's going to be third down here. They got so all right. So it's third down and 22. Again, fourth quarter here with 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Both teams with two timeouts apiece. O says, do you go for it or kill the drive even if it goes to fourth down? And so, I feel like if you have an opportunity to get a field goal in this type of situation, you just have to go for it, especially if you're Kansas City because your defense line has done such a great job of getting after Joe Burrow in this one. So if it comes down to a decision between a field goal, then you go for that. Mike says JBOT confirmed. All right, so here we go. All right, looks like they corrected that one. All right, so fourth down. Okay, because I was thinking, I was like, they declined that one. So, all right, so they corrected that one there. So it's fourth and 8. All right, so punt on the way. Let's see if they can pin them inside. And so, all right, so gets them inside the 10. Let's see exactly where they mark them at. Marks him at the 7 yard line. So that is where the Bengals will take over. So Joe Burrow has an opportunity here for his team. The Bengals have not led so far in this one, but this will be a great chance to see if he can go down there for a game-winning drive. Joe Burrow down here in Burrowhead Stadium. Boy, this would be something to remember. Let's see. Silas says, let's go. Oh, it says, JB, have you been keeping track on the Shrine Bowl? A lot of Patriot coaches are there. And so I have been. I have been. Braden says, here we go. And so, all right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. First and 10 right now. Let's see what happens. Shotgun formation from the Bengals here from their own 6 yard line. They snap the ball. Burrow throws it quickly. It's going to be caught by Higgins. Makes one guy miss. And then he dives forward there towards the first down marker and picks up exactly 10 yards and a first down. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here. And so this is all up to the Bengals offensively. You get the chance here to ice this one before the half here. Let's see what happens. Shotgun again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go here. 2 minute warning is creeping up. Let's see if they get a playoff before then. And they will not get a playoff before the 2 minute warning. And so we are at the 2 minute warning mark here. Again, all tied up 20-20 in this one. Let's see. Mike says Ocho Cinco. O says time to milk as much time and kick the game-winning field goal. Silas says, "Come on, Braden, you are getting hyped." And so exactly. So here we go. All right, but thanks to the 2 minute warning, we are at the commercial right now. And the Bengals find themselves right now with first and 10 from their own 16-yard line here. So you got 2 timeouts to work with here. Plenty of time to get down there. Excellent field goal kicker. So if you can get within range, you can perhaps send your team to the Super Bowl. So much on the line right now. Let's see. Oh, it says, is Higgins really good because they got Chase, or is it because he is him? And so, oh man, that's one heck of a question. I feel like Higgins is that dude, but I also feel like I don't see it every single day because sometimes, I feel like he plays like the 3 guy, sometimes like the 2 guy. So to be the number 1 guy consistently, I don't know, but I feel like he certainly would be a great number 1 though. But I don't know if like he's a product of having all those guys around him. But I do know this: I'd love to find that out for the Patriots. I would love to find that out with a guy like Higgins. So. But I feel like Higgins is just great on his own. If I had to say yes or no, I would go towards yes. That he's just that guy because he's that guy. Let's see. Braden says, can Joe Burrow break the Chiefs' hearts once again? Let's see. O says, how many timeouts does Kansas City have? And so, yeah, Kansas City has 2 timeouts, and so does the Bengals. Both teams have 2 timeouts right now. And again, now that we're at the 2-minute warning right now, no more 2-minute warning. So each team with 2 timeouts the rest of the way with 2 minutes to go. Silas says hopefully the Bengals can win the Super Bowl. And so that's what he's hoping for. And hey, if they get past this game, best believe that's what JB's going to be rooting for, the Bengals. But Fortnite says no, that's not going to happen. Fortnite says it's going to be Kansas City. But man, what a game, what a game. I am so glad I chose this game instead of the NFC Championship game. That was a snoozer. Let's see, Mike says Udonis Haslam young. And so I don't know about that one now, Mike. He's up there now. All right, right, so here we go. Getting ready to return back to the action here. And let's see how this one plays out. Coming back from the 2-minute warning here. All right, so we got the shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. The back is P. Ryan here for the Bengals. From their own 16, they take the snap, fake it to P. Ryan. Burrow in the pocket. He's moving. He's now running, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play before he hits the ground. He's certainly down there. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. And so these players are on top of him. They're trying to get up. And so looking at the replay here, and so yeah, he was definitely down, no doubt about that there. But Kansas City wanted to go after that ball there. But here we go, 2nd and 7 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go here in the 4th. Shotgun here. Takes the snap. Burrow looking. And that time he just throws it down there for an incompletion with the pressure coming towards him. He's grabbing his wrist right now. And so the kid's been taking a beating so far today. It's just the toughness of Burrow that he's still in there. He's trying to shake it off. But that does stop the clock with 1 minute and 22 seconds to go. 3rd down here, and a big 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Why? Because if you don't get the 1st down, you give Kansas City an opportunity to go out there. They got 2 timeouts right now, so we'll see. But huge right here for both teams. Silas says no fumble. Old says this might be the best game of the playoffs. Another flag. What for? Another flag. That was a late flag. That was a late flag. That was a late flag. So intentional grounding. Wow. 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 Let's see. Mike says we'll call him intentional burrow. I might have to burrow that phrase there, Mike. I might have to burrow that. Let's see. Ode says if Bengals don't find a way to get this O-line fixed, Burrow's going to be the new Andrew Luck. So they called that one on him. So now we're looking at 3rd down here, 3rd and 16. I say if you get Jamar Chase or if you get Higgins one-on-one, find one of those guys, preferably Chase, but find one of them one-on-one and give him a 50-50 chance at getting the 1st down. That's what you do. But 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go, which if you're Kansas City, you'd love to get an incompletion here if possible and be able to save both of those timeouts. Let's see. Oh, it says, yeah, that was a really late flag. I think they shouldn't be able to throw a flag if it takes too long to throw it. All right, but here we go here. 3rd and 16. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. Burrow in the pocket, stepping up, throws it. And that's a 1st down. They forgot all about the tight end, Hurst. And he picks up 23 yards on the play. 1st down. 56 seconds left to go, and they still got their 2 timeouts. So how about that? That's on 21 right there for Kansas City. He got confused and abused back there in the secondary. So 1st down here for Cincinnati. Let's see. Silas says, wow, let's go. 1st down, wide open. All right, so here we go from their own 33-yard line here. They snap the ball. Burrow looking, throws it, and it's caught again by the tight end, trying to get to the sideline marker, but they're going to bring him down, I believe, in bounce. And so he picked up 2 yards on the play. 47 seconds here. They're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. So good call here. Call a timeout. 2nd and 8. Let's see. Mike says JBOT conference. Mike's like he does not want the Bengals to win this one. O says he was wide open. Braden says no JBOT. Silas says maybe. He says maybe, Braden, maybe. But what we do know is that we have a timeout there, and so we'll see what Cincinnati goes about this. But obviously right now, if they can get one more big play, I feel, one more big play and really try to utilize, obviously got to be smart about the clock here. You do have 1 timeout, so that's great. If you can get something big, that'd be great. Let's see. Oh, says, is that the former, that's right, former Falcons tight end, Hurts? And so, yep, Hayden Hurts. That's him. That's him. And so, and again, Evan McPherson has not missed a field goal in the postseason. And so, just going to throw that out there. 2nd and 8 here, shotgun. From their own 35, they snap the ball. Burrow throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. So near Irvin there. So now once again, third down coming up here, 3rd and 8 from the Cincinnati 35-yard line. And so I'm starting to think that if he doesn't get this first down here, JBOT, let's see, Silas says whoever wins will go to the Super Bowl. And so that's right. There's a lot on the line. Everything is on the line. All the marbles, all the chips, they're all on the line. And what a game. This certainly makes up for the first game earlier. All right, but third down here, 3rd and 8. Big here for both teams. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. They snap the ball. Chiefs send 4. And they got him. They got him for the sack. Jones got him for the sack once again. It's a sack party. Wow. Wow. Silas says, dang it, 4th down. Braden says JBOT time. Mike says Jones the GOAT. Braden says no. Wow. I mean, woo. Let's see. Oh, it says if he wins the Super Bowl with the Bengals, if I'm him, I'm calling Matty Ice and the Falcons owner and saying, "Hey, to the bad, do you know what this is? What I'm sorry, what this feels like? But it feels great, aka the Super Bowl ring." Woo! What a big time performance here by Chris Jones. This is how you get paid in the NFL. In big games and big stages like this, that's when Chris Jones is at his best. He gets after it and he gets multiple sacks in big games, and that's how you get your name recognized. And Kansas City did call a timeout. I do want to point that out. They did call a timeout. They got one timeout remaining. They got 41 seconds, and they got a guy by the name of Travis Kelce as well, and Patrick Mahomes. And so look out here. Let's see if they can get something on the return. And so let's see. Oh, it says, dang, Bengals O-line is pulling the Super Bowl move when they didn't block. But let's see. Punts on the way. Going to get a return here from his own 18. He's going 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Goes out of bounds at the Chiefs' 47-yard line. So almost at midfield. That changes everything here with 30 seconds and one timeout right now. And so, wow. So all you need is just a few, like 2 first downs preferably, but at least get you a good 15 yards or so, and then you're feeling really good right now. What a one heck of a return here. And so it says, Kansas City do the right thing and send Jones to the Patriots so he can play with the Jones gang. And so Braden says, no. Silas says, come on, defense. 30 seconds remaining here. All right, so let's see. Going to be in the shotgun here, but right now Patrick Mahomes making adjustments here on the offensive line. He's got 30 seconds to work. We got to utilize the sideline here. Takes a snap. Looking. In the pocket. Throws it. Caught by the back. Pacheco trying to make something happen here. Makes one guy miss. Fighting. Pushing. He's brought down. 20 seconds here. Call a timeout. You got to. Yep, they called a timeout there. 19 seconds here. So 2nd and 4 right now from the Cincinnati 47-yard line. This is big. That means you've got to start getting out of bounds here. Mike says Mahomes is limping. Old says, dang, Kansas City just need 2 first downs and to kick a field goal. That return was huge. Got to make it count for something. I remember earlier in the season, this very same young man was returning a punt, I think against Indianapolis when they lost that game, and he made some mistakes in that game. So it's good to see him out there making some plays here. Let's see. Oh, it says Mike, he's limping bad. Those shots and medicine isn't working for him right now. Yeah, it's wearing off. They can't do it again. You know, they can do it as close as they can to game time, but you can't do it twice. So therefore, that stuff, it is wearing off right now. So 2nd and 4. Silas says pressure. Bengals need pressure. Also, don't let them get out of bounds. There you go. Like, right? It's that simple, right? You know they're going to go out of bounds. Keep them inside and nothing deep and nothing cheap. And no penalties also, because penalties can change everything. But here we go, 2nd and 4 right now from the Bengals 47-yard line. Mahomes looking, pressure in front of him. He throws the ball. That's incomplete. Took off 4 seconds off the clock. 17 seconds remaining. 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 4. Mahomes today, 29 of 43 out there for 326 yards and 2 touchdowns today. Let's see, Mike says NFL playoffs not rigged. Not rigged, JB. All right, so here we go. And you can see the tears right now coming from Jones' face right now. I mean, he's getting emotional over there. All right, 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Takes the snap. Mahomes on 3rd and 4, avoids one guy, moving around, still looking downfield, still running, and he's running. Bad ankles and everything. Goes out of bounds, and he was pushed while out of bounds. It's a flag. It's a flag. Are you serious? No. No. Are you kidding me? No. 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 What are we doing? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Unnecessary roughness. Extremely unnecessary. I saw it the moment it happened. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You can't. I mean, good job by Mahomes. He sold that one also. I will say that. But man, and you know he sold it too because nobody falls when they're hitting the ground like that. Nobody does like that when they're hitting the ground like that. Come on now. Wow. Silas says no. O says if Kansas City wins, I think I'm going to the win. I'm sorry, they're going to win the Super Bowl because the Eagles defense front will get after Mahomes. And let's see. O says refs are just giving Kansas City the win. Mike says power slam. Silas says for real old. And so man, wow. Wow. So with 8 seconds here. Now the Bengals, they do have one timeout here. Can try to ice the kicker here. Wow. This has just been wow. This is going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt here. There's 8 seconds right now, and so wow. Whew. Let's see. Silas, it says Kansas City win. He's not happy about that. Kick on the way. It is good. It is good. So Kansas City gets that one to fall, and barring some type of special teams letdown, they will be advancing to the Super Bowl to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Patrick Mahomes, bad ankle, no ankle, doesn't matter. Wow. 23-20. Nothing I can say, Cincinnati. That was a dumb, stupid move. You see the emotion on Travis Kelce's face. He's fired up. Wow. Mike says JB canceled. Mike is happy about this. Braden says this game is over. Old says dang, Kansas City got really lucky. Mike says how coach get all his players to give effort. And so, well, it meant something to these guys. It goes down to character, Mike. You can't teach character. You can't teach that kind of heart. These guys, these are some great young men. I mean, you look at the guys that's on the Eagles, the guys that's on the Chiefs, the two teams that's last standing. They got a lot of great guys with character on their teams. They're not just high-profile players. These are guys with character on their teams. Let's see. Silas says Kansas City better beat the Eagles. And so Fortnite says yes. How does it feel, Fortnite? How does it feel to see your team advance? How does it feel? Wow. So all I can say is wow. And you see the emotion in his eyes here. That hurts. That hurts. To know that it's your fault, that hurts. And if I'm the coach after the game, I'm saying, yeah, it was your fault. You did it. You did it. All right, so Kansas City here, getting ready to kick things off. Script kick. All right, so we're going to get this one return here, 2 seconds. So we're going to see some crazy stuff here by the Cincinnati Bengals out of pure desperation. And so Taylor just throws it up there, and so Kansas City gets that one. They're saying he's down. That's game. It's done. Kansas City has officially advanced 23-20. It is done. Mike says Super Bowl will be lit. And so Fortnite says, good. It feels good. Congratulations there, Fortnite, and everybody else here that's been rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs and wanted to see them advance. Cincinnati, it was one heck of a season. It really has been one heck of a season. Back-to-back great years. I know next year you guys know Super Bowl's the expectation there, but for right now, great job, Kansas City. So we'll get the Chiefs and we'll get the Eagles here to see who will be number one when it's all said and done. Thank you guys so much for coming through here. Obviously, obviously, I know tomorrow is going to be Monday, and I will be here streaming again tomorrow for college basketball. But man, what a game this was! The emotions here, the heartbreak. I mean, this is tough. This is tough. Someone go talk to that young man right now because he is feeling sick to his stomach. Wow. Let's see. Oh, it says, yeah, Bengals got screwed bad, but it was one heck of a game. But always better stream. Appreciate that once again. Mike says you feel bad for the guy. I do too. And so Brady says, good night, JB. Yeah, good night to you. He says the Kelsey Bowl. That's right. The Kelsey brothers going against each other. That's going to make for great competition there. Absolutely. And so Silas, I know it's sad, Silas. I know, but there's always next year, right? There's always next year. But yeah, I mean, once again, a great season by Cincinnati. It really was. Sorry it came down to this way, but only one team could advance. Congratulations again for Kansas City. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys next time and appreciate you guys for coming through. You guys are the real MVP once again. Yeah, good night to you, Silas.